Okay. I spent the last couple minutes talking to myself because I forgot to hit the go live button. That's okay. Hey guys. Um, so I'm just gonna do some coloring today. Nothing too crazy, but before I wanted to do that, before I do that, I want to show some gifts I got from Miss View, and they're like late birthday gifts, I think, if I can remember correctly. But I got Millie Murata's Island Escape book. I've already started a page. Let me find it. Hey, View. Oh, here it is. I started this page yesterday at work. I hope you guys can see it okay. Labor. That's okay. I appreciate them. Um, and then I also got, which I haven't even swatched them yet, and I am so in love with these markers because they are just so pretty. These are the Ohuhu skin tone markers, and look at those colors. And even the marker is like so pretty. Look. Well, I hope you guys can see it okay. What this book is so. Hey, Key Arms is that's my niece, not the little niece, but the big niece. Hey Leslie. Hey Shawnee. Yes, I actually I have the some of the Copics, and I have some Cali art markers, but I don't think I have any Ohuhu markers. So I feel like I need the whole set now. They're so pretty. So this one is the brush and the fine tip. I'm not too much of a fan of the chisel tip, so it came with a little swatch chart, which I think I need to swatch. So I think we can do that first, and then I'll do some coloring. So I know you guys probably can't see it; it's kind of tiny, but um, yeah, we're gonna do it anyway. Oh, and then not really coloring related, but I also got this from her as a gift, and it's to hold my iPad, like to carry my iPad. Because I have a case for my iPad, but I don't have like something to carry it in. So I just carry it, and it comes with like a nice strap. And the material is nice, and it's nice and thick, and I don't have to worry about anything. So I can't wait to use that. And it's so adorable, and it's purple. It's my favorite color. Okay, so let's start swatching these. I think I'm just going to take them out and then put them in as I go. Put them back. Yep. All right. So, yeah, that happened. Okay. There we go. So, this one is, what is this? Yellow ochre. Okay, and I guess I'll just use the fine part. I won't wear my brush down just for swatching. I haven't used an alcohol marker in so long. And I am running on not a lot of sleep. So, if my words don't make sense, it's because I'm asleep. I'm still asleep. This is potato brown. I like this color in the Cali art markers. So let's see if it's kind of the same. It's down here. Yep, it is. A little bit. This one seems a little darker. I think the potato brown in the Cali art markers is a little bit lighter. Yeah, I've just been at work slaving like a little puppy dog. R28. And then you guys know I have my gaming channel too, so I had to post up some videos on there. And I know some of you don't watch my gaming channel, so it might seem like I'm MIA, but not really. I'm just over on the other channel also, um, or at work. What color did I say this was? Terracotta. This one. And then I think once I swatch it, I'm just gonna put this in my swatch book, the little card. I don't think I need to swatch it more than once, unless I just really want to. But I can just tape this little card in my swatch book. This color is called Honey. Let's see, where's that at? Right here. Doesn't really look like honey, but I do like the color. This would be good for like some dark blush, like a dark blush color. And I like that the colors kind of almost match the tips too. What is this? Burnt sienna. Here. This is nice and dark. I like this one. So, since it's a few of you in here, I'd like to get some opinions on something. And I'm going to start from the beginning. We went to, what does this say? Then persimmon? Persimmon. Okay. I don't know. 148. So we went to Jack in the Box after work on Thursday. And you guys know I get off work kind of late. Usually by the time I get home, it's like 11:45, 12 o'clock almost. So we ordered something simple. We just got 4 tacos, and they have like these new, I think they're like called the loaded potato wedges or something like that. I don't know the exact name, but they're basically just potato wedges with like cheese, ranch, and bacon. And then a junior, what was it? A junior jumbo jack. And yes, I got the receipt. So whenever we order, I always ask to have my food made fresh, because you guys know when you order something from these fast food places, they give you fries and stuff that's been sitting there longer than who knows what, and it's gross. And I'm the kind of person, if I'm paying for it, I want my food to be fresh, hot, and the way it's supposed to be. So I did my normal usual, asked for it to be made fresh or whatever. And basically what they did, I guess, was either gave us something, well, it was like they either tried to reheat whatever was already sitting there, or, at this point, I don't know, but it was terrible. The tacos, everything was cold, first of all. And the tacos looked like crap, like they had been sitting there legitimately for like, at least 30 minutes just sitting. And the bacon was stale, it was super greasy, it was like it had been soaked in grease. It was just really gross. And then to top it all off, my burger was missing. So at this point, I'm like, I'm already tired. We're already at home. So I tell him, I'm like, I'm tired. I really don't feel like going all the way back up there. And I'm like, I know you don't feel like going back up there. So he said we can just go in the morning. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. We can go in the morning, figure it out. So morning comes, but like I'm tired. I'm like, I tell him, I'm like, I'm tired. We can go back up there after work. That'll probably be better anyway. They can just, remake our food or whatever, and we don't have to cook when we get home. So fast forward to when we get off work. and we go to the Jack in the Box. We go to the drive-through, and we're telling the lady like, hey, we placed the order last night, um, and we had some problems with the order. Is there a manager available? So she basically was like, no, there's no manager. You have to talk to a manager. And I'm like, there's no manager available in the store, but we're trying to talk through the drive-through. So I asked her, I'm like, can we come up to the window because we're talking over this intercom and this is ridiculous. You don't understand what I'm saying anyway. So she was like, yeah, you can come up to the window, but you need to talk to a manager. So we get to the window, and off the bat, I can tell she kind of was just like, how you can just kind of tell somebody don't want to be bothered. So I'm explaining to the lady, I'm like, we placed the order last night when I got off work, and I'm explaining to her what's going on, or at least trying to. And she's like over talking me and telling me, I need to talk to a manager. And oh, you didn't call the store like all day. You didn't call the store. And I'm like, no, like I have things to do. I don't have, you don't know what my situation is. You don't know if I had to work the next day, which I did. I didn't have to work the next day morning, but I still have to work the next day. You don't know what I had to do. And for you to ask me, oh, you didn't call the court? Or where's the order? Where's the food? Like, first of all, it was 11 something at night. I don't want to come back out after you done messed up my order. Like, you made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? So I told her, I'm like, you guys can just remake the order. And she's like, no, we can't just give out free food because you don't have the order. So she's like going back and forth with me, and she's like rolling her eyes. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, so there's like literally no manager in the store right now. You guys are operating without a manager. So she was like, she's team lead or team store lead or something she said she was, which is basically like, acting manager. And I'm like, okay, well, you can just give me a refund. You know what I mean? Like, you messed up. You guys messed up. You can just give me a refund. So she's like, no, I'm not gonna do that because I don't want my drawers short. Like, she just had like an attitude. And I'm like, okay. And I told her, I'm like, I have pictures. You know what I mean? I have pictures of how terrible this food looked. It was gross. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't have the food with me, but I have pictures. She didn't even ask, like, okay, well, let me see the pictures. You know what I mean? Like, nothing about her screamed store leader. If I feel like if you're a store leader or if you're acting manager or whatever it is you call yourself being, you know what I mean? Your first question should have been, oh, okay, well, do you mind? Can I see the pictures or what? Wasn't listening to nothing I was saying, just a total disconcern for me. So I'm trying to explain to her, like, y'all messed up. This is my money that y'all took, and you guys just gave me what you wanted to have, you know? So naturally, me and him end up getting into an argument about it because he feels like, you know, she didn't do nothing wrong. And I'm like, okay, well, that's how you feel. You can accept somebody's attitude like that. I don't. I don't accept that because number one, you was rude. Number two, there was a total disconcern for your mistake. It wasn't like I messed up. Just because I didn't call right away or I didn't turn around and come back to the store with the food, you know what I mean? I don't care if I came back the next week. If I come to you and I'm explaining a problem to you, you as acting manager needs to fix it. So he basically was defending her, and and that upset me because number one, we so called supposed to be together, and you defended her. Wrong person to be defending, whether I'm right or wrong. And that's how I feel about it. And so this morning, because we argued about it last night, and I'm just like, okay, well, whatever. You know, you don't feel like you were wrong. You don't feel like, you know, that it was wrong for you to defend her when, and he just felt like I was wrong. And I'm like, how am I wrong? I'm not the one who gave somebody some cold food, forgot the food, didn't, make the order the way it was supposed to be. I'm wrong because I didn't call the store. I'm wrong because I didn't go the next morning. How does that make me wrong? So I don't know. Do y'all feel like I was wrong in any way? I'm confused and concerned because I feel like I didn't do anything wrong. So this morning I'm like, all right, I called the store because her whole thing was, oh, you didn't call and you were supposed to call this, that, and the third. So this morning I called. So there was no manager there this morning, just like it wasn't last night. And so the person I spoke to, he said, there is no manager. He said, but I'm like a manager. He was like, I am, the team lead. He said, I'm like a manager. He said, what's going on? So I'm explaining to him what happened. And the entire time of me explaining to him what happened, he never said a word. He listened to everything that I had to say before he opened his mouth. So he asked me, he said, well, you don't have the order anymore, so I can't remake the food. He said, but I can give you a refund. And he asked me, he said, because I told him who I talked to last night. He said, she didn't give you a refund? I said, no. So he got kind of silent, and I'm like, so she could have gave me a refund last night? He said, well, yeah. He said, if you had the receipt, she was supposed to give you a refund. I said, oh. So now the first thing in my mind goes, I just told my boyfriend that last night. This is what we were arguing about. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, now I have to go out of my way again to come back up there to get a refund when she was supposed to do that last night when we got there. He wasn't like, oh, you didn't call the store. You were supposed to call the store the next day. You were supposed to call the store the same day. He wasn't rolling his eyes. He wasn't talking back. He wasn't talking smart. Mind you, they have the exact same position title. Both of them are team leads. So when I get off the phone with him, the first thing I did was ask my boyfriend. I'm like, I opened the door and asked him, was he in the house? Apparently, me asking him if he was in the house was an issue, but whatever. So I'm like, I was telling him, like, the boy literally told me she was supposed to give me a refund. You know what I mean? I'm like, so nothing I did was wrong. And he's like, oh, well, he's still defending her. And I'm like, I don't care what you say. She was wrong. Like he said, she was supposed to give me a refund. As long as I had my receipt, she was supposed to give me a refund. That is what she was supposed to do. So I'm trying to explain this to him. Naturally, he's going back and forth with me again this morning. And I'm like, it's too early in the morning for this. Like, I'm literally telling you what the boy just told me. And for some odd reason, you still feel like I'm wrong and that lady was right. And he's like, well, people handle things in different ways and she can handle it the way she wants to when she's team lead. No, that's not how it works. I've been working in food service all my life. The job I have now is not in food service, but each and every one before it has been. Somebody come in that store with a problem and they have their receipt, you fix it. You're not supposed to make the situation worse by arguing with the person and you know what I mean, going back and forth with the person, rolling your eyes, telling the person they gotta come back and talk to the manager and they're not gonna uh give you a refund because they don't want their drawer short. He didn't say none of that. He opened that drawer, he asked me, he said, do you want it in cash or do you want it back on your card? And he was so polite about it and all. And my so-called boyfriend feels like, oh, because the lady didn't speak that much English or didn't speak it well enough, that she was acting the way she was acting because of language barrier. I said, no. Her not being able to speak English very well doesn't have anything to do with her attitude. That lady had an attitude from here to hell. And I'm like, it's not my fault that they messed up. Once again, that's their fault. And I guess because I didn't call the store fast enough, I was wrong. And I told him, I said, you don't know, that lady don't know my life. She don't know if I had to get up and go to work for the next 12 hours and then I came right after work. She don't know if I got 20 kids and I have to take care of my 20 kids and I don't have time to be chasing up after the store because they messed up. I came at my earliest convenience. I wasn't rude. You know what I mean? I'm not rolling my eyes and rolling my neck at you. So explain to me why you, as acting manager or whatever it is you're supposed to be, is rolling your eyes and neck at the customer when y'all messed up. So my question to y'all is, do y'all think I was wrong? Do you guys feel like anything I did was wrong? What would you guys have done? Because I got half a mind to email corporate and let them know, because whoever that, and I meant to get that boy's name because he was really polite. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think I was wrong? Because then I got something else I need to ask you guys too. Because for some reason, some of us here seem to think jazz is crazy, and I know I'm not crazy, but just let me know here. What adult coloring book am I coloring in? This is the Millie Murata's Island Escape. I got it as a gift from View. Leslie says you didn't do anything wrong at all. Right. Like, how would you have handled that, Leslie? Like, and, I'm just, I feel like sometimes when I try to tell him things, I'd be like, whenever, it's basically like if he feels like he's right and he's adamant about being right, even when he's wrong, and I prove that he's wrong, he's not going to listen. But for my peace of mind, I'm just curious on what you guys would have done. Like, is it just me or what? Because, he might have been okay with it. And I told him, I said, well, that wasn't your money. That was my money. If you're okay with somebody giving you whatever they want you to have and then having an attitude about it, then that's on you. But not me, especially if I come back and try to fix the problem and you got a whole attitude. You don't think I did anything wrong? Okay, so I'm not crazy. All right, I'm just making sure. Am I using the polys? Yeah. So this was done with the Pablos. I took my Pablos with me to work, and now I'm testing the polys out in here. I just picked a page where I can kind of test my stuff. That's all. But yeah, I was so annoyed by that because it's like, number one, it's kind of like, and like I told him last night, I'm like, if you had an issue with somebody and you felt like you were right about something or whatever the case may be, we supposed to be together. I'm not finna go defend the other person. I yeah, he was very professional. When I say that boy was professional, you know, and it's crazy because he's younger than she is. That lady was an older lady. She wasn't like super old, but she was older than him. He was young. That boy was younger than me. And it's like, okay, you know, how is it that as old as you are, you don't have no kind of, and I'm like, how did you make it to be team lead when you don't have the no kind of know it all to be one? Like, who made that mistake? That was a mistake. Because I can imagine if she was talking to me like that, I can imagine how she was talking to everybody else. But anyway, for me, I would get him at it. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna because he said the store manager isn't gonna be there until Monday. So I have to wait till Monday for the store manager. Um so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But that really upset me last night. And then it kind of pissed me off even more because it's like, why are you defending her? That's like basically saying it's okay that she had an attitude. It's okay she was rolling her eyes at you. It's okay. Like, you made it seem like what I did was wrong. But so just because I didn't call when she wanted me to call, or I didn't bring the food back when she wanted me to bring the food back, I was wrong and she was right. Nothing about how she acted was right. Nothing. And then I told her, I'm like, okay, well, I'll come back in the morning, good night. And she, good night. And she's like closing the drive through window. And I'm like, ooh, the attitude. Like, come on now. You in customer service with that attitude? Mm-mm. And I don't like to be the person to have somebody, get somebody in trouble or have them lose their job. But because, everybody got to pay their bills. But it was the attitude for me, you know? Yeah, that part right there, view. They should never have given me some old ass food. And I know I don't normally curse, but I was so mad. And then when I tried to put it in the oven and try to make it hot, you can tell that it wasn't fresh. You know how you can just taste something and be like, oh no. Like you can tell it wasn't. And he doesn't have that ability to tell if something is fresh or not. He feels like as long as it's hot, it's fine. And I'm like, there is a difference between hot and fresh. You can tell and you can taste when some french fries have been sitting around longer than what they were supposed to. And I'm just like, and I was what I'm trying to get to him is they messed up. Why are we arguing over a mistake that wasn't even mine? We arguing because you feel like I was in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? What kind of day and age are we living in where when your man doesn't even defend you anymore? They go for the other side. No, you were wrong, they were right. I'm like, what? Where they do that at? And then we get home and another thing, okay, so I'm not even gonna if let's say you are walking home, you're walking to your gate and you stop in front of your mailbox, you hold out your hand and you say, key please. Tell me, what does that mean to you guys? And I want to hear some of you guys' responses before I tell you what happened. Because I don't know if he's trying to make it seem like I'm crazy, but I know I'm not crazy. Old food after a certain time should be tossed. It is, exactly. Yes, it is a violation. Exactly, exactly, exactly. But see, I know that because I've worked in food service. So that's the kind of stuff that I try to explain to him that he acts like I'm crazy for saying. And he's like, well, you have to understand the world. People do that. I'm like, I understand people do stupid stuff like that, but that doesn't mean it's right. And then that doesn't mean that they can have a whole attitude when someone calls them out on it. But anyway, so you get to you guys. Okay, so you stop in front of your mailbox and you hold out your hand and you're like, key please. What does that mean? I want somebody to tell me what that means to them. We've been having words lately. Yeah, because a lot of stuff that's just like trying to get him to understand certain things is like a whole chore within itself, because it's like whenever he feels like he's right, he's like, well, you always feel like you're always right. No. Mm-mm. I can admit when I'm wrong. Yeah, key please, exactly. What does that mean if you hold out your hand and you say that? What does that mean to you? Can you guys see this little thing I'm coloring? Okay. Yeah, like it's a whole chore within itself, and it's so exhausting. But yeah, so you get to your mailbox and you stop and you hold out your hand and you're like, key please. And you see how you put a question mark behind that right there, you know. So we would still be having a key please conversation. No, yeah, because I don't want to sound rude when I say it, but it's common sense. If someone holds out their hand and they say key please, they're asking you for the key or the mailbox, which is where they are standing. Exactly. So that makes that a question, right? Because you even put a question mark behind it, which lets me know you that the way I said it sounds like a question, correct? Right. So that's what I did last night. I stopped at the mailbox because you guys already know the mailbox story. I've been telling you, people been breaking into our mailboxes, like doing stupid stuff like taking our whole entire mailbox away and just dumb stuff. So I don't like to leave the mail in the mailbox because there's been a couple times where our actual box have been opened, and they're still stealing mail, and they don't have like a camera or anything down there. So when we come home from work, I either ask him to check the mail, or I'll ask him for his key, or I'll have my key and I'll check the mail, because they're still stealing mail around here. I don't know who's doing it, or I don't even know like if they're looking for something or what, but whoever's doing it, they breaking into these people's mailboxes. And at one point our whole entire like mailbox section was gone. So, I'm like, no, I don't really like leaving the mail in the mailbox. So I asked him for the key. Literally said, "Key, please." So his next comment was, "You have your own key." And when he makes comments like that, it kind of irritates me, because it's like, okay, because when I react to that and I say, "You're right, I do have my own key," and I get my own key, right? And which is what I did. I said, "You're right." So I start going in my bag, because he keeps his key in his pocket. He doesn't carry like a bag to work. I carry a whole bag to work. So when I ask him for his key, it's usually because my key is in my bag. So, it's not all the time it's in my bag, but when it is in my bag, I ask him for his, because I know his is in his pocket. It's closer. He can just reach into his pocket, no problem, give me his key. So, only after I start going in my bag looking for my key, now I'm looking for my key, and he's like, "Well, I don't just give my key to anybody." Oh, okay. So now I'm just anybody, which is what went in my head. I didn't say it out loud at the time, but I'm like, "Oh, okay, so, you know, I'm just anybody now at this point, I guess." So he's like, "I need to know why. I want to know why, you need my key before I give it to you." That type of foolishness. So I'm like, "It's fine. I got my own key. Don't worry about it." So I'm looking at my key, and for my key in my bag, and I'm like, it's not where I normally put it. And I had moved it when I was at work because they had fell out of my bag. And I was like, "Oh, that's a good way to lose my keys." So I put them in a different spot. So I'm looking through my bag. So as I'm looking through it, and he's like, "Well, I don't know why you just didn't ask me to open the mailbox." So I'm like, "Nope, I got it. I got my own key. Don't worry about it." Because if you wanted to open the mailbox, instead of making the comment, you could have just opened the mailbox. When I asked for the key, you could have just gave me the key. But you wanted to make it a whole big deal, make a smart comment, like unnecessary stuff, when you could have just handed me the key. Or you could have just, if you didn't want me to have your key, you could have just said, "Oh, well, I'll check the mail." Why make something out of nothing? Was my whole thing, you know. So he's like, "Well, I didn't know what you needed the key for." That was his next excuse. I didn't know what you needed the key for. Okay, so if I stop in front of the mailbox and I say, "Key, please," if you didn't know what I was asking for the key for, instead of making a smart comment, then you should have said, "Hey, what do you need my key for?" But you didn't say that. You decided to make a smart comment. You decided to escalate something, out of nothing. So just stupid little arguments like that, and they don't have to be. And I was just so irritated, and I woke up this morning irritated because the stupid lady from Jack in the Box. And I wasn't irritated at him until he started defending that lady. And I'm like, "Why are you defending?" Like, I was confused. I'm like, "Why is she being defended?" I don't care if she told me to come back in the morning and talk to a manager. You're supposed to be in charge of the store. Fix the situation. Or if you don't want to fix the situation, you say, "You know what? That's out of my hands. I'm not sure what to do. I'm uncomfortable with it. Can you come back tomorrow?" Be professional with it. So because she was unprofessional and I was upset because she was unprofessional, I was wrong. And I was also wrong because I didn't call the store. Like, get out of here. I'm not crazy. So I had to ask you guys just to make sure, like, was I crazy in that situation? Like, was I crazy for you know, calling this morning, or was I crazy for waiting until, like, I'm confused on where did my mistake come in at? because apparently I was wrong for something. So I'm trying to figure out where did my mistake come in at? Where did I mess up at? Because I didn't go to the store fast enough for her comfort. And I said the same thing. I'm like, well, if I would have came back and if I would have brought the food back, I still would have had to deal with you. You know what I mean? So it's not like I would have been dealing with a different person. Look at your attitude now. You'd have the same attitude if I were to come bring the food back to the store, girl. I was like, look, I guess man, it's like the amount of irritation that, and it's so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. And I'm like, am I losing my mind here? Like, am I the only one that feels like that lady was wrong? Hey, Blue Skies. Like, how did you get away with being acting manager or team lead or whatever she called herself? I'm like, lady, look, I ain't never. And then she was just so adamant. She was like, I don't want my drawers short. I'm not, I'm like, oh my gosh, how unprofessional. I'm like, you know what? It's okay. I'll come back tomorrow. Because at that point, it's like, what's the point of trying to explain what happened to someone who doesn't even want to be bothered with the situation in the first place? It's a waste of my breath. You'll color tomorrow. Ooh, what are you going to color? Yeah, so it's like it's little stupid arguments like that irritate me. And then whenever we do get into like a little argument or a little back and forth, his first response is, "Well, you need to go find somebody else. Then it's not going to work then, or I'm not the one for you." Those are his favorite comments, and I'm like, "You say that a little bit. I don't need you to tell me to go find somebody else. I don't need your help. It's way too many men out there for me to be needing you to tell me to go find somebody else. Because trust and believe me, if I want to go find somebody else, it would not be hard. You know. So like if I really wanted to go find somebody else, then I would do that. But no, I'm trying to be with your stupid self, and you don't see that, and you'd rather just be like, go find somebody else. And then when I actually go find somebody else, and you actually grow up a little bit, it's gonna be like, oh, it's gonna take and and it's always like that. It's gonna take somebody else to show him to realize the things that he's doing, because I don't have the energy for it. Mm-mm. But anyway, so I like how the polys feel. Now the Pablos, when I was coloring with these yesterday, they was kind of making my hand hurt. Um, their Pablos are thin, like I don't know, but whenever I use them, they make my hand hurt. But I love them. I love how they go down, and I love the colors, but they really make my hand hurt. And at work, I was determined. I was like, I'm gonna finish these patterns, but it was making my hand hurt. But the polys, I'm not having that problem. I don't know if it's the paper, or if it's just the Pablos themselves, but like they were making like all of this in here hurt. I was like, oh my gosh. But it was the hand hurting for me, and I was like, no. I was like, I can't do this because, but I did finish the ones I was working on. But yeah, they do shine nicely, but they was killing my hands at work, and it was the only set that I had brought with me, so I had to kind of deal with it. I was like, oh my gosh, because they're not round, and they don't have any like thickness to them. Like, let me grab them. Where are they? But yeah, I know y'all like, oh my gosh, Bubbles got on here and she just letting her whole life story. But I just had to get kind of like you guys' opinion, just so like just just from people that I don't interact with, like, every day, just get like an outside look on it to make sure I wasn't crazy. Because I didn't want to go ask like, somebody that I know, even though somebody I know would have the same response you guys did. But I didn't want it to be like, oh, well, those people. So of course they're going to agree with you. You know, I don't know a lot of you personally. So that's why I'm like, I wanted to hear what, your response would have been. So the Pablos, they're like that. How many sides? One, two, three, four. Hexagonal shape, I guess. But they're thinner. Um, and it's like after a while of holding it, it was like all of this was hurting, and you could see it's still kind of red. And it wasn't it. They're not. These are not it for my hands unless it's like certain paper. And I love them because the color they remind me of my polys, but like a thinner version of them, and they have more colors, which is why I like I like using them. But they make my hands hurt. So even if I switch to my left hand, it was like I tried doing that too. I was like, well, I got another hand I can use. I'm just gonna switch to my left hand, but then that one started hurting, and I was like, no, it's just these pencils. So am I dropping the link? You want the link? Let me see. Let me get it. Uh, where is it? Let me see. Woo! I haven't done this in a minute. Hold on. Guess is it here? Okay, hold on. Yeah, they like my the inside of my hand was like, no, ma'am. So I was only able to do just what you see, just like a little bit, and then I was like, okay, I gotta stop because I won't be able to do anything else. I know. I know. I always forget to put it, and then I always forget where it is. And I'm like, you gonna get me? Because every time she asks me for this link, I have to take a few minutes to find it because I don't ever know where it is. Let's see. I 476, and then they make it so long, and then I have to type it out because for whatever reason I can't copy and paste it into the comments. I guess from my phone. So it's weird. Okay, anyway, there you go. But like yeah, so he basically was like pretending like as if, he don't have no common sense. Now, I the kind of person I am, I'm not going to date a dummy. I'm not going to date anybody that I feel like is stupid. You know what I mean? So he's very smart, and I know he's very smart, and I know he has common sense, but he likes to pretend like he doesn't know what I'm talking about sometimes. And so he got upset last night because I told him, I said, well, from now on, whatever, if I have to break something down, I said, I'm going to break it down like as if you are a 2 year old, or I'm breaking it down for a 2 year old. And then I thought about it. I said, well, most 2 year olds I know, they got some kind of common sense. If a 2 year old is drinking from their bottle and you hold your hand out, they're going to start using that thinking cap on top of their head, and they're going to start figuring out why you're holding your hand out. They're going to try to hand you the cup. They're going to try to give you their hand. They're going to try to figure it out. They're going to use their common sense. I said, so I said, maybe I need to break it down like as if I'm talking to a newborn because they don't know no better. I said, because you can't tell me out of the 8 years that we've been together that if I hold out my hand and I say key please, that you don't know what I'm asking for the key for if I'm standing in front of that mailbox. What other reason would I be asking you for your key? And then for you to say you don't just give your key to anybody. And I'm like, I'm not anybody. Hold on now. And he's like, well, I didn't mean it that way. But that's exactly what you said. And if you didn't mean it that way, then you shouldn't have said it. Because I know I'm not just anybody. But the fact that you said it, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, you must feel some kind of way. And he's like, well, I always tell you to have your key out anyway, da 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 da. And I'm like, I don't always have my key out. But that's not the issue here that we're talking about. Yes, you do tell me all the time to make sure I have my key. But if I have things in my hand or if it's in my bag and I know you have yours and I'm with you, what is the big deal of me asking you for your key? What is the big deal? Why are you making a big deal out of something so dang on small? It just makes no sense to me. Folks probably don't want me to come up. No, go ahead. I'm just waiting on the little bubble thing to pop up for so I can bring you in. But yeah, so I was kind of irritated, but I'm all right now. I mean, it just irritated me because it's like, why are you defending this old lady you don't even know? And he gets mad when I be like, anybody else I know would do X, Y, and Z. Because I'm like, if I was with anybody else I know, they'd have been hyped in that car. They'd have been like, oh no, you gonna give her refund. What you mean you're not gonna? You don't want your George shirt? That's not our problem. You don't want your like. I can just imagine if I had like my family with me or like my sister or, hold on, let me bring view. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, you there? Did I do it right?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep. Ooh, no
Oh,
echo.
oh, I forgot to tell you. I switched to my laptop. Oh yeah, I did let you know I switched to my laptop, and then I plugged my good mic into my laptop. So I think it's maybe my computer, the other computer, and it's not that old, but it's all good. I got other options, so it's all good.
You
So
sound
I'm
so
glad I'm
crystal
clear.
clear though.
I know I sound perfectly clear because y'all been hearing me so crackling.
I was at work. I was like, I'm gonna listen to this live stream anyway, because
I
I'd be at
know.
work looking for something to watch and
I feel so bad. I don't know what I honestly do not know what happened. It was all three of my mics. And it was always with StreamYard. But when I did it by myself as an upload, it never did that. So I don't it's just the settings or something. I don't know, but I'm good now. And
I
then
was
I
like,
and then
I
I
said to
ordered
you over
this.
there, like she getting ready to punch her computer.
Then I ordered this thing. I'm gonna hook it up in a few minutes.
I'm so blind. What is that? Is that a light?
It's the Okio cam. It's it's a webcam, but it's a document thing so that you I can tape right down or I can flip it up for Zoom. But it has a microphone and it has a light, so I don't need a ring light and I don't need a mic.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's got its own software. So I imagine I can stream from this software to YouTube. So I can't wait to play with this. See how it goes.
Looks like it'll be fun. It's
Yeah.
nice that it has a light on it. I think that's the coolest part.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about the shadows or angle and nothing because it has the camera here and then the light is all around it and anything. I've been looking at reviews on it. So, okay, so I'm so glad you got the book and I glad you got everything. So,
I couldn't wait. I was like, let me pick a page before I go to work. So when I get to work, I can just color. I picked my page out before I left and everything.
I saw the book when I was at the Barnes and Noble because I didn't see it until I was on the Amazon and I was ordering it
Hmm.
for you, and then I went to Barnes and Noble the next day and I had to pick up something, not Barnes and Noble, Books a Million, and I saw it on the shelf, and then I went to Michael's and I saw it at Michael's, and I was like, the reason why I stopped looking at her books is because I still have this one, and this is really brand new. And I was like, Bubbles is going to color out of this. Oh my God. So I was like, let me try it too. But the only thing I had gotten so far was this page, these two pages. And I ran out of the gel pens that I was using. But I don't feel like coloring that. So I'm going to pick the bird. I'm going to find something with some birds. Let me find it again.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out like if I want to just color the patterns or if I just want to do it as a whole or I don't really
Yeah.
know yet. So I'm just kind of this is my experiment page right here.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you because everybody was having such a big stink about her artwork because she does it like that. But I was letting people know that you don't have to color each individual thing. You can color, a shape or whatever
Right.
in there. I don't see anything quite similar to what you have, but I did see she's got some birds that she's colored the same way. Oh, this is so cute with the fish. So I would with the food, I would have wanted to get fresh food too because especially at night, restaurants are famous for reheating food up and then sending it off because normally people are drunk when they go to those fast food places late at night and they are willing to eat anything.
And that's what they do. They literally give us any. And normally I just be like, okay, it's fine. I can just throw it back in the air fryer or whatever. Um,
Hmm.
but this particular time, it was just like, okay, no, this is unacceptable at this point because it's every night, and a lot of them, they don't speak English in there, but it's kind of like, how hard is it, to make, and the messed up part about it is when we ordered the food, it was only three cars in the drive-through, so it wasn't like it was busy. So why are you giving me something that's been sitting there for who knows how long? I'm
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah, I don't like it when and I know for a fact that they do reheat the food up and then try
Mm-hmm.
to sell it out, especially French fries and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And it's a habit that is not good, but actually in most food chains, after if the food is sitting out for a certain amount of time and nobody's ordered it, oh, I think I'm going to do this one. It should be tossed
it's
and it should
supposed to
be,
be tossed. It's
huh?
it's a it's a it's a health thing. No, it has to be
Yeah.
tossed.
Yeah, it
French
has to
fries,
be
if they sit
tossed.
there longer than 7 minutes, you have to toss them out.
Yeah, you have to toss it and then you have to write it down for the inventory purpose
Mm-hmm.
of, and then you have to make sure, well, why was there excessive food sitting there? Because it
Exactly.
should be timed. They've done this down to a science to know what time of the day and
Yep, that is correct.
what day of the week that they're going to have certain number of this as opposed to having that. And if it is a fresh order from the time person orders to the time they pull up, that it be prepared, they have to have certain steps in place, you know. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
mind waiting for my food a little bit as
And we
opposed
tell
to
them that every
right.
single
I don't
time.
mind.
We don't
Yeah,
mind waiting because we know it's going to take longer.
right. So but to get some food that's reheated and you can tell reheated food, like you can't hide it.
Yeah. And it's
But
like,
if you drunk and you hanging out all night, you going to eat whatever.
girl, I got here and I seen that food. And then once I was putting it out, because I was putting it on my plate to heat up. And
Okay,
then I
blue
was like,
sky.
I said, I asked him, I said, did you take the burger out the bag? He said, no. Girl, I was like, you know what? you know, when you get off work and you hungry and you don't feel like cooking and you like, okay, I'm just gonna grab something, so I don't have to. And I'm like, and I tell him every time. I go there and I tell him to make my food fresh so I don't have to get home and reheat and recook and redo all of that, because if that's the case, I could have just cooked my own food at home.
Mhm.
And he doesn't understand that, and he's like, oh, that's what they do. And I'm like, no, I understand that that's what they do, but they're not supposed to.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you know that's what they do, and you have to understand how the world works. And I'm like, I don't need you to tell me to understand how the world works. I'm not 5 years old. You know what I mean? I know how the world works. I know people do stupid stuff, but that doesn't make it okay. And then when they try to tell you about something dumb that you did or a mistake that you did, you match them with an attitude. That's not okay. And he was
Yeah.
really like really defending this lady, and I'm like, you know what? Whatever.
Yeah, the thing that started that was the food. They should have not done that to you
Yeah.
all.
And I'm
That's
like, who wants to eat? Especially when you're tired and you just get off work and then you get home thinking you finna eat some nice fresh food. And girl, if I could just show you guys the pictures, I'm just like,
oh, I can
ooh.
imagine. Now, do they still sell their fried burrito? They used to make this burrito that was fried.
Oh wait, here we go, here we go. It's on my iPad. Girl, you finna die. Now, the loaded wedges are supposed to have the nacho cheese drizzled over it, the ranch, and the bacon. Now, I asked for the bacon on the side because they normally just give you bacon fat pieces, and I can't do the bacon fat. But girl, look, this was the fries they gave me.
See, the fact that you took a picture of it.
because because it, as you can see, this is the fries, this is the cheese. That's the ranch over there on the top and everything. It's supposed to be over everything, right? So I'm like, what? And it was cold. And you can see they ain't fresh. So hold on, that ain't even the half of it. Girl, look. Look at the taco. First of all, it was what's the word I'm looking for? It wasn't like how it's supposed to be crunchy. It's
It looks soggy.
it is. Girl, I was so mad when I said I was mad, and then look at this one. Soggy is not even a word. And yes, I took a picture because I was ready to show it to him. I'm thinking,
Mm-hmm.
because most places will be like, oh, you have the picture, may I see? She didn't even want to see it. She didn't even ask. Nope. She didn't want to be bothered.
She wanted you to bring back food from last night.
Right. And he was like, yeah, because and then he like, yeah, they wanted you to bring it back. You could have put it in the refrigerator. Who the fuck wants something like that in their refrigerator? Girl, I was so mad every curse word was coming out of my mouth last night. I was like, oh, I was so mad. I'm like, why are you? And it wasn't even just, it was
Not
just like,
cuss words. Not you, Bubbles. You can't
yes,
cuss.
I
Bubbles.
was so mad, and I woke up this morning irritated. I was like, oh my god, every curse word in the book was
They're
coming out
gonna
of my
say
mouth.
I did it. They're gonna say I influenced you. Y'all,
No,
I did not influence her to cuss.
she really did not. But it was that lady, and I wasn't even mad at him. I wasn't mad at him until he started defending her.
Mm-hmm.
Because what are you defending? Now, if she was right, I can be like, oh, okay, well, she was right. Let me close my mouth and talk to the manager tomorrow. Because when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But
Okay.
I
Let
know,
me ask,
girl.
but let me ask you a question about these daggone polys. So after I put the no, cause I'm look. You told me I was gonna learn it. You did. You
Uh-huh.
told me, and you told me you would help me. So I put the color down,
hmm
and to me, it just looked like old raggedy old crayon. So I'm
How
going back
hard are you
over
putting the
it,
color down?
huh?
How hard are you putting the color down?
I'm
You're
not
not
putting it
coloring too
down
hard, are you?
hard. You see, I'm not putting it down hard. So, but it looks like I am. But the color is it's a dark color. It's what the hell color is this? This is purple. Uh per perosa metal. What the hell? A middle purple pink.
Cause I was about to be like, what?
I know, right? So I'm going back over it, thinking it's
hmm
going to pop. So maybe it's the color that I put next to it is going to make it pop because it just looked like an old regular Crayola crayon to me.
So, like right now, like for me, I usually pick three colors.
Oh, I didn't pick three. Okay, I got three colors. Hold on, hold on. Let me make sure I don't lie. Okay, I got my three colors. Okay, go ahead.
And I like to make sure there's enough difference between those three colors as far as the shade goes,
Mm-hmm.
so that when I put my lightest one down, let me see if I can find. Let me just get a random piece of paper. I'll show you, and then I'll pick out a different color that's easy to see. Okay. Oh, like the blue I was using. Where is it at? Hang on. Okay. So let me see. We got. Or I could do green. What color are you using now? You're using like a red?
I'm using that daggone pit pink. I'm using Middle Eastern purple pink. I'm using
Middle Eastern purple pink?
number 125.
What the hell is Middle Eastern purple pink?
And then
125.
I'm using magenta
Hold on. How
and
long with Middle Eastern purple? They might have changed the name.
then number 24, rose carmine. Number 24, number 125, and number 133.
125. Okay, I have 125. That is middle purple pink. Okay. What's the other one?
133 and 124.
124. Rose carmine. Okay. And 133? 133.
Hmm.
Is 133 the dark one? A darker one? Or lighter?
It's darker.
Hmm. 133. Ah, magenta. Okay. Um,
I should pick another color.
Let me put them down. Let me see.
Maybe that's what it is. Well, I only put one color down, so I'm trying to get ready for the failure. So
It's
hold
probably
on.
doable. Hold on.
Is it doable? I thought it would be doable. See, I learned something. Yes, I think I did. I might not have, but I thought those would be three. But I know the selection is not. They're like all three of them are powerful on their own. Instead of picking one light, and I
I mean,
stepped
it's
it
a
up.
little odd.
I
uh,
know, but this is how I think. So we work with these.
yeah, no, yeah. Though I don't know about that middle purple pink because you can probably just do the pink, the rose carmine,
And go do light.
and then the what is this? What is this magenta? They could have picked a different color for these words.
They sure
Like
could have.
okay, you could probably just do those two together. You probably because that other one is kind of throwing it off a little bit.
Yeah, I thought so too. Okay, good. See, I knew I wasn't okay. Well, I didn't put them down. I was just looking at them, and I just said, "This is not going to work."
I mean, not really. Uh,
Okay, now with those
that
three,
middle it's just that the middle purple pink is like legitimately like a purple,
it
and
is.
the other two is more like pinkish red.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. See, now that helped me understand what it is. See, that's where I go when I pick. That's where I go wrong, and I don't want to say wrong, but that's where I'm not as traditional picking them.
Be-
Cause yeah, you see what I
because
was.
you can even do like let me see. I don't know if you have crimson
What number is that?
number 226.
I don't even know what crimson looks like.
It should be
Oh,
next
it's a
to
red.
yeah.
Oh, 226. Oh, I need to look on my swatch sheet that you sent me.
Because that'll tie the two together.
Oh, let me see if I got it. Now, watch me be mad if I don't have it. I'm gonna add it on my list. 226. Let me look at your swatch sheet that you sent me. Isn't that so precious that you sent me something and then I went ahead and went and got the sheet. Now I don't have to swatch it.
Oh, I need to put this down as a color combo. Actually, these go really nice together.
Oh, look, am I helping you plan your damn colors? You said what?
226. Oh, welcome
Oh,
back, Blue Sky.
it's Alizé. Mine is on here. It's a 226. Is Alizé or Zay or Crimson? You wrote on here Alizana, like some liquor, like some wine. Let me
Mm,
show you what you
oh no,
wrote.
yeah, yeah, that's right. That's the right one. Yeah. Do you have that color?
No, I don't have that one. I'll add it to my list.
Do you have the color next to it? What's next to it?
What I have next to it is the middle cardamom. What is it? Caladium red,
Mid cadmium red. Okay, yeah,
Cad-
that works too. So
and
you
then
can grab.
rose command.
So you can grab magenta, that middle cadmium red, and then that rose carmine you had. That's
Hmm.
a better combination.
Oh, okay.
You can put what was that you had out at first? That middle eastern. I mean
You
that
don't
middle
like that. You don't
that.
like it because of the way I pronounce it. Puta paka nakamuka. Well, that's what they had written on the thing. Well, let me tell you what they had. They had on here. Pur Perosa Matel. It's some language. Hold on. Where's the camera? Did my camera go out? Oh, here's the camera. Oh, here. Oh, y'all ain't gonna be able to see it. So yeah, Puparapa. You don't like it because I pronounced it incorrect. No, I'm just teasing. Thank you.
Yeah, those three are good. And then it looked like this right here. The one in the middle.
Okay.
Because originally that's what it looked like. But I think it's too much of a difference.
Uh-huh. But that's pretty. I like how that. See, I'm getting close. I'm getting close. But I knew something was wrong. Something was throwing it off.
Yeah. That don't go there. That goes there.
Thank you so much.
And then, I go light to dark, but whatever you're comfortable with. If you're gonna go dark to light, just be careful of how much dark, because sometimes you might put too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is dangerous that I go dyke dark. I go dyke to dark. It is dangerous that I go dark to light. But it makes sense to me in my mind. But then when I see people go light to dark, I'm like, oh yeah, that would be easier. But for some reason, I just want to do it the opposite way. But other times I'll do it the right way. But when I really focus in real hard, I always do it the opposite, dark to light. But I try to not to put so much dark where it's going to overtake the light. Like I try to go so light with the dark that it almost looks medium. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know how to describe it. But I want to get correct with it, but I don't want to take away the nuttiness that I have with the colors. I still want my color selection to be kind of eclectic. Be like, oh God, that's the View did that shit. Look at that mess. That's her. I want people to be able to say, I don't want to assimilate. I want to still stand out.
Right. Right. Let me just, oops. Okay, hang on.
Which doesn't make sense, but yeah.
I also want to try my water-based markers in here. Have you tried markers in the books yet?
No, I haven't done anything but the gel pen. This is the first time I've done the pencils. And
I kind of want to try it with the markers, but probably not on this page.
yeah,
I'll probably
try
just
it.
stick with pencils on this page. I also want to try water. My metallic
Ooh,
but it's double sided, so I don't know. If it goes through, I'm gonna be mad. I want to
yeah.
try it.
But you know, you always can sacrifice. You can always sacrifice a page, but I know when you might not want to though. But
What
I
is this?
sacrifice lots of
What are
pages.
these flies? Are these flies? Mm-mm. Not
Yeah,
worried
she
about
got a
that
lot of
too.
bugs in there. But that book is really pretty. So I think I might get that one because I did flip through it and now I see you coloring in it. But I got the other one on order. I got one
The
for you.
the
I got
newer
one.
one coming out?
Yeah, the newer one. That's not till September, October, I think.
Is it October or September?
It might be the end of September. I put them in the cart, but I heard that it's not good to do that when until they come out and then you get them sooner. Because if you pre-order them ahead of time, you don't get them like when they first come out.
Really? It's supposed to be like a guaranteed release date thing.
Well, I heard that from who's sending me a con? Oh, I heard that from some people in the coloring group that I was in because I had ordered a book and I had it pre-ordered for like 2 or 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
but I had it ordered through Target, so
Oh, I
that probably
remember that. You ordered that it was Kirby's book, The
it
Alien
was
World.
Kirby's, uh-huh. And they were like, "Girl, don't do that. Just wait till the book come out and then order the next day." And I'm like, "Oh shit." That cuz they was holding my money for the whole time and they only gave me like $1.50 off or $2. It wasn't like, like half off or anything.
Right.
So I don't know. I'll see, but we're going to get that one.
Yeah, because I think because at first I was kind of, I don't want to say scared, but I wasn't sure how to color in her books. They're pretty, but I'm like, she's got a lot of pattern work going on.
When you said that this was a book, author that you like, and I was like, oh, we got her now. I'm gonna get that. This is little me with my ratchet ass. Oh, I'm gonna get Bubbles now. She said she want a Millie Girl book. Girl, I said, oh, I done found a book she can't color in. Watch.
Yeah, I was like, I like her artwork, but it's
Hmm.
trying to figure out how to color it.
But see, you can color anything. So that's why I was thinking, because I was looking at that book, like I said, trying to figure out where to go, what to do. And I mean, I've been researching it and all that line work. But then when I finally realized you could just pick groups of the same, groups to color in instead of doing each individual thing. And I was like, duh. But for me,
Yeah,
yes. But it seemed like you just should color it on because the artist did it. No, girl, you coloring it. You don't have to do it like exact. So when I
exactly.
found out that you like wanted to do that challenge of coloring in that, I said, let me make sure she get one of them books so I can color in my look. It was for selfish reasons. And the mohihoo is selfish too, because you know that's the skin tone set. As I got a pack of that in my cart too. Uh, but I'm just gonna shop your damn wish list. How about that? I was
Yeah, I'll go like, cause sometimes Amazon will like be like, oh, check
okay.
this
Blue
out,
skies.
and I'll be like, I don't really want to because that's a good way for me to spend some money I shouldn't be spending. But I'll be like, oh, I could just add it to the wish list, and I try to be
Yeah.
kind of selective now what I add to my wish list
Hmm.
because some of that stuff, I don't know, I don't trust it.
Yeah,
So
and then
try to be
it's not
selective.
priced right. It needs to go on sale. And blue skies, I found out because I was at the art store yesterday, just taking. I had a couple of hours to kill. I saw the Viva color palette kit, and I actually have that in my
What's
notebook.
up? You can come in. Listen at this dork. She just had to bark.
I saw a whole thing of them. They've got tons of them. So I got this out pulled out because I'm going to start coloring this in my new book. This set right here, the Viva color sheets. I saw,
Oh,
yeah, I saw about 10 of these in the art store, and they are so pretty. All of them are pretty. So I have this with my new book, with my other new book.
I seen you got some Neo twos too.
Oh, I did. Now, should I use them just like I've been using my dupe new Neos? I guess I should. Is there any particular way that I need to use these damn things?
I mean, as of now, I just use mine as a base. A lot of mine. Let me see if I can. Let me grab the book. Oh man, ouch. 'Cause- and then I don't know what's going on with my knee, but this bad boy is really not my friend right now. And I've been fighting with this knee all week. What did I do with that book? Okay, I feel like I just had it. What? All of a sudden, I can't find it, and I just had it because I was going through the books I wanted to keep out on my desk and the ones I didn't. So what did I do with it? Um,
Because these are the ones that I've been using. I got these at
mhm.
Staples, and they are supposed to be I labeled them fake Neo 2s. So this is the real Neo 2s, and they look just like them. But not really, but kind of. And I use these a lot, and the more I use them, the more I like them. And um I see people I don't I see people trying to turn their nose up at these things, but I don't know why people do that. I hate that.
Maybe acting like they too good for them. They do the same thing.
Basically, and then if I don't know how to use them well in this, then why would I want to get that? So I think I've had these enough. I've even broke a couple, so I think I can upgrade these to.
So like in this book,
Oh,
like
you
this one, I based in Neo twos in my Albert Doors, and then I went over it in pencil.
wait a
Same
minute.
thing with this one.
What did you now say again? Where did you put the base at for?
So this one looks like it was based in Neo twos. I can't really tell on the leaves anymore. Probably maybe Albert Doors because they're kind of small. But I think the birds were based in Neo twos. That's what it looks like. But like I just put them down as a base. Even this one was based in Albert Doers and Neo twos. That's
Did
what
you
I think. That's what I was doing in this whole book. I was basing
did you
everything.
water activate them or just base them
Yep.
and then put? Oh, you water activated them too?
Mm-hmm. This one too.
Oh, I'm gonna pull
So
that book.
like,
I'm gonna have to copy after you. I hope you don't mind, girl. I swear.
no, it's okay. Like this, the tint is Neo twos. And matter of fact, I don't even think I went over it in pencil. I
Get
might
out
have.
of here.
It could just be Neo two. Yep.
You see how pretty that is, Miss Bubbles? I mean, Blue Skies. Blue Sky says she got Neos too.
Yeah,
Girl,
they're fun. Especially in this book, because you can go over them so well. The background in this one, I think, was Neo 2's.
what the hell? Where? Okay, because I was so gun ho on using these dupes, I guess. But I ain't mad at the dupes. I'm not, because I think they're the same, really.
They do the same thing.
They
I
look the
tried to fix my
same.
background in Neo 2's on this one.
Let me show you. Hold on.
Also, some of this stuff is based in water-based markers too. I see. Yep. This is the one we're doing together, and I based this in Albert Duers.
Yeah, you did. That's why yours is so pretty. Okay, but look at the pencil. Okay, so look at this.
And then for
Like,
pencil, I used my Holbeins. Like this one is in Albert Duer base.
they do look the same, but I'm gonna tell you the brightness on this neo color yellow is can't even touch this one. This one looks almost white compared to that one. Isn't that some? Let me pick up an orange. Okay, so this one is orange,
Oh,
and
pencil.
then this one is. Oh my God, I can see the difference. But then there's this orange. Girl, okay, I can't wait. You know what? I'm gonna put this down. Let me find that book you colored in. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I got to change in my damn coloring plan now. Hold on. And Blue Sky says she got some too, and she does the same thing. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But what is this? What is this?
What is what?
This feels like something.
Well, the one with the writing on it is just the writing, but that little one is a sticker.
Oh, but this feels like you can use it for something. It's got that thing you can use it for, like a put like on your color board thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't
You
even
can
think. Do I still have mine? Yeah, I do.
You can
Let me see.
smear it because it's thick. It's like a cutting board, and you can put the crayon on there. I bet you nobody's even said anything about it. I'm gonna be the first one to talk about it.
Yeah, you go ahead and try that first and let me know.
See right there. Look how you just throw me under the bus. You like, okay, girl, with your
But the other one
non-colored
is a
ass.
sticker.
Okay,
It should have if you look really close, it should have a Neo 2 sticker,
I see that.
and then you can stick it. I stuck mine on my box. You see?
Okay. Oh, and it's just the white only.
Yeah,
I'm so
it's a
slow.
transparent sticker, and you just stick it on there. So, because all their tins are the same.
I'm so slow. I didn't know
My
what the hell that was.
my Pablo tin, I think I took it in the living room already.
Cause I've been looking at this.
But
I'm
my
like,
tin
what?
for the Pablos is the same thing, and they're blank. So they give you the stickers so you know what you're reaching for.
Cause I was looking at this, I was like, now who the hell sent somebody a sticker with no color on it? Oh, I'm slow. Thank you, Bubbles. Bubbles like, let me help this old lady. This bitch is crazy. Thank you, Bubble.
I'm loving these Ohuhu
And
colors though.
Bubble,
Now I want to get all of them. I think I want the pastel set next
oh,
because I have
okay.
like my Cali art and my Copics, and those are like bright colors and stuff like that. But I don't have any like pastel colors.
Blue Skies use it for for her backgrounds too. And I must be missing the damn bus. Y'all ain't tell me nothing. I got to find this shit out and look stupid on the daggone camera. And y'all be laughing at me. Who gonna ask about why somebody sent them a sticker with no colors on it? Oh, I was getting ready to say that because I really haven't done a video of it. Oh, I was gonna say that. I would have sounded so stupid. Y'all, well, I'm gonna talk about it anyway, and I'm gonna talk about y'all too. I'm gonna say bubbles and damn blue skies. Uh-huh. And they laughed at my ass. Mm, I sure am. You think I'm not? I got to find my little book. Oh, I think I'd rather do that anyway than this. This has to be when I feel like being very detailed.
Yeah, I want to take some fine liners. I got that big giant box of water based markers.
Oh yeah,
Might
you
as well
do.
use them.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna take some. I had a little pouch right here. I was gonna take some to work with me. I do want to try it though, like on some of them. I just had mostly like browns and stuff because I knew I wanted to do some browns. And I
Mm-hmm.
was gonna take it to work with me, but then I was like, it's my Friday. I don't feel like it, so I just took my, I just took my pencils with me.
Well, you're off to a great start. Look, I done had this book for a whole damn 2 years and I ain't even finished. And I blame it on the fact that I ran out of gel markers. Because I
I might
mean,
as
look
well
how
stick
shiny
that in
that.
there because I'm not gonna finish this page today. But I
Uh-uh.
was at work and I kept losing the page. I was like, why am I having such a hard time finding a page I'm coloring?
So you put a little sticker on there.
I just stuck one on there right now
Okay, good.
because I can see it now. Me sitting here trying to find it.
Especially since you got that whole box of damn stickers. Look at me knowing all your art supplies. You got that whole box of stickers. I was looking for some. I was at Ollie's looking for some. They want to
hmm
charge $5 for post-it notes. I was like, what? For one
Mm-mm.
little pack. Well, you know you can get them from the Dollar Tree, but those things don't stick. You put them on something and they fall off. I can't stand them.
Yep.
Jot.
Them Dollar Tree, I think it's like by Jot. Yeah, I bought some. I'm
Yeah.
trying to use them just because I have them, but they're terrible.
Yeah, it's almost like you got to put a piece of tape on it to use it. But then it's like the tape messes up. So I'm just so anytime I see anything that look like a jot, I just throw it in the trash right away because
hmm
it's not going to stick to what I'm want to put it to stick to, and it just is stuck everywhere. I'll be getting in the truck and trying to. I'm like, what is that sticker on the ground? I mean, the things follow me around. I don't like them.
Mm-mm. I'm like, yeah, there was $1 for a reason. I think I have like maybe one or two packs left, but I don't know. I might give them to my nephew or something. He'll find some use for them. Blue skies over there laughing. They are terrible. They really are.
I think if when Blue Skies and I color next week, we're gonna color in Wondrous World. If she likes it, whatever. I'm gonna get her the new Kirby book. I'm gonna buy her and I wanted the pre-release. I mean, yeah, next Kirby, but that's not till next year. But I'm gonna get her something before then. But yeah, I like the fact that she wants to color with me. Anybody. And there's a lot of people that color and do artwork in the beef sector, but they don't want to do that shit with me because they think coloring is weak or something. And they be making fun of me with your coloring book and crayons. And then I have to cuss them out. It's a whole cycle. I'm tired of it. That's why I got my new channel. I got like 37 people that sub to me. And when I go live,
I just made 8 subscribers yesterday on my
oh,
new
you
channel.
did. Oh, congrats.
I was like, oh yeah, okay, almost to 10.
Right. It took a long time. And everybody's saying, well, View, give us your channel name. And I'm like, uh-huh.
Right. Like, and that's why when I made that post about mine, I'm like, if you enjoy gaming, that's what I'm gonna be doing over there. Then come on. But if not, just it's okay if you want to stay on my my art channel. That's fine
Hmm.
because I don't want anybody over there asking me why I'm playing games, or I don't want any dumb questions. So
Yeah, I just don't want the foo la la and the freakery, I just
right. Now wait a minute. Did you switch books on me?
yeah, because you told me about the Neo colors, girl. I didn't
Lord,
sit
she
here
didn't
and told
switch. Okay.
you. Yeah. You were like, see, I did that bait and switch on your ass. I sure did.
Well, let me go in and grab mine then. Hang on.
See, but you
Let me
had already said you
switch.
were sick of it. I thought you was doing the same thing. See,
See,
that
y'all, she did that on purpose so I can use my Neos.
right, and then I ain't even looking at her. See, I'm trying to get her to show me how to. And then when I get my oohoo-hoos for the skin tone, I'm gonna do the same thing. I got Jedi mind control over
Oh,
her.
we gonna learn them together. Cause let me tell you, for
Mhm.
my alcohol markers, I just use them as a base, really. But um, yeah. Okay, here you go. Let me grab. Yep. Okay. Woo. There we go. Yeah. So I probably so far on my other channel I haven't been live. I've just been making like recorded videos. So I'm gonna make a couple more this weekend, and then
He wants to
have
know
some.
what's your channel name, and my channel name is Color and View. I kept it real simple. What's your channel name, Bubbles?
My new one. It's Bubbles Gaming. I kept it simple.
Mm-hmm.
I
Bubbles
I
gaming
didn't
and
want to change it too much.
yeah,
So
and color and view. So you gonna start a new page so I can start with you or what?
yeah, I kind of want to do this frog. I've been
I
looking
do
at this
too.
frog.
Let's do the frog.
I've
And you know
been
why I
looking at
want to do
him
the
for I
frog?
don't know how long, and I'm like,
Wait,
I'm gonna do this frog.
you know why I want to do the frog?
Why?
Because the picture next to it, I finished. I finished the page in a book. I'm gonna look so impressive. Look, watch. Hold on.
Did you really finish it? What am I doing? This is a chip clip. You know you can tell when I've not had enough sleep. I was getting ready to clip this on my coloring book. Lord, where is my actual clip? I just had
Yes,
it this morning.
I finished it. See, I don't lie. This is the first page I finished in the book.
Oh, okay. I see
So
you
now I
actually
can color
finishing.
on this page. I look like I'm doing. I know what I'm doing now. Look, she didn't color one whole page. Now she on to the next page. See, I'm glad you picked it.
Okay, well let's do the frog, and then maybe I'll get around to doing this very busy gardening page.
All right, let me find my clips now. You got me doing the clips now. Hold on. Okay. You go ahead and pick your colors. You got the neat. Well,
I gotta set this thing up. 'Cause, I got this big old tin,
yeah.
and I don't know. I have like full set syndrome or something because I don't even use all these colors.
Oh, mine is color and view, but blue skies, baby. She got you already now. Bubbles.
Okay, thank you.
Hmm.
All right, now I don't know where my swatch chart is at. Hold on, let me see. My desk is back a mess. I don't know. I can't seem to keep this desk clean for nothing, and I don't even care anymore. So
I
it's
don't
kind
think I
of
need,
it's kind of crazy. It's a little all over the place.
but you
Where's
can
the
find stuff when you want it, when you want to.
Yeah, I want to turn the direction of my table, but
Hmm.
I've just been so tired, and I don't have the energy. Cause
Yeah.
I have to clean it off, and then I have to take everything off so it's easy to lift and turn. I don't even have to lift it. I just need to turn it, but I have to take everything off, and I'm too tired.
Is the puppy gonna be able to get up under there?
Huh?
Will the puppy be able to get up under there?
Yeah, she get under anywhere. She weird. She don't. She really, honestly, truly don't care how and what. If she feels like she needs to get under something, she'll get under it. Okay, something ain't right here. Is my okay? What is happening? I'm trying to put my pencils back. I mean, my swatch chart back in order. I don't even know why it's out, but okay. I
Okay,
guess I was using it for something, but I'm trying to find my.
I gotta buy that page that you got for the just the single colors. I got the one for the color schemes, the color palettes, but I gotta see this is the one I got.
Oh, you
I
don't
got
have the one for like
that's the one. I'm gonna order that one when we get off of here.
I'm trying to think of what the name. Well,
Swatch sheet. Just the swatch sheet.
Why are my SWAT? What is happening today?
I
Me
think
trying
you
to.
pulled them out because you were showing some people, maybe.
I don't know, but I mean, none of them are in here, and I'm so confused on what's going on. Okay, that's my Prismacolors. They don't. I think my Pablo's goes next.
I'm gonna get a game and sometime the end of the year. Bubble. I mean, blue skies. I don't know when though, but that's what I'm gonna try to do. I've been supposed to be getting one last year, but things have been going on. Excuse me.
I think I'm missing something here. I'm missing a page to my.
Well, I can honestly say I didn't take it.
I'm not swatching nothing over. It better reappear.
Right. And you gave me some pages, but I swear they all say polychroma.
No, it's around here. I don't know if I was using it yesterday. This is why I get annoyed because
I guess I could take my stickers off while I'm waiting for you to do whatever you're gonna do.
Trying not to lose my mind on this lovely Saturday morning.
And Blue Skies took her off. Her took hers off. I swear I would have been like, why the hell they send stickers with no color on here? And look at me, I don't even know how to pull these off.
Is this all of them, or am I just no? Because where's the page with the reds and the whatnots? Did I put it somewhere else? That's my light fast. I do not have the patience for this right now. It's somewhere, so we're just gonna put the rest. And that's why I like putting them back because they just disappear on me for whatever reason.
Oh, these
Um,
are so cute. Oh, that's a Neo Color one. I don't need that. I got the Neo. Oh, I see what you mean. Ain't that some shit? I'm so slow. Let me not. I'm so slow. I see that say Neo one. Look at me. Let me put it back. Oh my goodness. I'm just. Oh. So they. I'm not even going to ask the question I was going to ask. Never mind.
have I lost my mind?
I don't know. I think I done lost mine. Okay, so this does say Neo 2. Girl, I'm so slow. Well, I ain't slow. Being slow, there's nothing wrong with it. I think I'm just conscientious and I like to think things out. That's that's what that is.
I might actually be losing my mind because he loses a watch
Now,
me.
bubbles is, and I thought I wanted to get some gouache. Girl, my thing at the store
So
was
where could it
80.
have gone? Unless it's
It
in
was
my it'd be kind of dumb if it
she
ended up
looking
in
for
here
something,
somehow,
y'all.
but
She
that
can't.
wouldn't make any sense, would it?
She just looking and she looking. It's probably right up under her nose, whatever it is she looking for. She is determined to find whatever the hell she looking for.
Okay, I don't know. That's weird.
I don't know either, but girl, we're gonna let you try to
Like I
find
said, I
whatever.
don't even remember having it out for any particular reason. So
See,
I don't
she's just
know.
going
Okay,
on.
that's fine. It's around somewhere.
She find now
It's
she
gonna
gonna be
appear
okay.
when I don't need it or something like that. So
Okay, Blue Skies, thank you so much for coming over, baby. And then I'll be looking forward to coloring with you next weekend. I have the whole weekend free.
ooh, me too.
You too, yeah. We're gonna be coloring next week. It's a Kirby book, and it's got all the Kirby pages from all the books that we have. So we'll find something we can all color in too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me grab my swatch for my Neo 2. Now I'm slightly salty because I don't know where my
Yeah, I know. I
swatch
can tell you this. I can tell you got a little attitude. See, I know
is.
your personality so well now. It's funny.
I am slightly salty because where could it possibly be?
And the whole time, this little frog looking at us like, what's going on?
I know. I'm coming, little frog. I'm sorry. Okay. It's fine. I'll find it. It's not a big deal. If I have to reswatch it, I'll reswatch it. I'm just not doing it now. Okay. So I got that. And I can put this over here because that is not needed. And that's why I said I need to hurry up and clean off my desk because I don't like messes and it's driving me crazy. But okay. Just trying to give myself some room here. Alright. I don't need my sharpener right now. Okay. Front page. And I also have my water brush. Oh, but I don't have my thing. I need like a palette or something. Let me just try to find one really quick. I say really quick as I'm ruffling through everything. Why is it that I can never find anything I am currently looking for when I'm looking for it? Oh, okay.
I'm
I
good
got it.
with it because I'm in your house. That's why I like going to other people's shows because I could just sit here and look cute. Usually it's
Well,
me
I'm
ranting,
driving myself crazy in the back.
right? And I'm sitting
Okay.
here all calm. I guess I could be talking, but I don't even feel like it.
That's okay.
It's nice coming to visit somebody else in their house. I'm just sitting here.
All right. The crazy is officially over. You guys have to excuse me. I didn't get a lot of sleep, and also I'm still slightly irritated from yesterday. So, all right. I think I want my little frog to be a brown frog. I think. I don't really want him green because I want to add like some orange and green in the background. So I thought making him brown would work. Do you remember that cartoon? It was Frog and Toad or Toad and Frog.
I remember something with some frog, some amphibians.
I think it was. I really think it was a cartoon, but I also think they had books. It was like a children's book series too.
Well, everybody thinks frog's supposed to be like the WB frog.
Oh Lord, no! That
And
frog was so annoying to me when I was younger. I hated it.
I didn't like his big old lips like that. It just seemed, it was kind of Uncle Tomish.
It was just something odd about him. Like he just anyway. So
Hmm.
sometimes I'll just go like straight onto here and I'll pick it up and put it on here. But for things like bigger areas like this, I'll just okay, what is happening here? Where is my shoe? I think the dog took my other shoe. That's fine. Okay.
Listen here now. I don't mind listening to you ranting and shit, but you're not gonna sit here on your own damn channel and blame any goddamn thing on that damn cute little dog. Okay, I'm sorry.
She good for walking off with my shoe when she wants my attention.
I know. I just had to let that out. I hope you don't mind. You know I'm crazy.
It was right underneath my desk, so I'm like,
Oh,
oh
listen, the
yeah.
dog did it. Listen here. Somebody got to speak up for that damn dog. I'm kidding, right? Yeah, sure.
She moved it. I know she did. It's
Okay,
okay.
hold on. I ain't seeing what you doing. Oh shit. What man, what we doing, Brown?
Yeah, I'm coloring it brown. I'm picking raw sienna because I don't want to pick too dark of a brown, and then I can't. Um, okay, I know he left for work. Why does it sound like somebody's in my living room?
Oh, raw sienna. I don't have raw sienna. I have brown, and then I have ochre. But then in my other set of my fake ones. Let me
Ochre's
see.
pretty close to raw sienna. It's just a
Okay,
little bit lighter.
I might have it in here. Let me see. Um,
Uh-oh. When the wind is kicking up.
nope, I don't. Okay, so you said ochre. Okay, I'm gonna use ochre. I want to say ochre like the food.
Now these I don't know the anatomy of frogs, but these things around his eyes, that's supposed to be the same color as his
They could be a little darker because they're folds. It's like his eyelids, like
that's
frog
creepy.
eyelids.
And then I just take my brush and I go over and it's okay if it's messy because like if it's not like smooth because I
Do
go
you
over
have a
mine
piece of
with
paper
pencil.
under your thing?
Yeah,
See, look at me. I done sat here and made fun of what the fuck you ranting and shit, and I ain't even done. Girl,
I ain't
I
got
hear
nothing ready.
right, but I was all up in your business.
This book takes water pretty nice. I still wouldn't use a lot, but it takes it nicely. It crinkles the page, but I kind of like it. It's a good crinkle.
Look how fast you going. Okay, let me concentrate. Let me go on mute.
So let me go on mute. You're not about to leave me up here talking to myself.
Well, I can't see the chat because I have to do it in some kind of order. So I can see me and you in front because I got us on the big screen.
I can see the chat. Ain't nobody talking.
I know, but
You're just trying to get away from me.
that is a lie.
I think I want this yellow or like an orange. I feel like those flowers are going to be yellow, so maybe I'll do orange. Hmm. What kind of orange though? Let's see. What do I have for oranges? I can do this. Oh, it's upside down. I can do this I guess orange. This golden yellow is too yellow, so probably orange. Well, yep, I just use mine as a base. Sometimes I'll just throw it down like as if I'm coloring. And you don't have to put a lot because, like, you don't have to color down hard because it's a lot of pigment. So I just scribble it. So, like, I'll show you. So, like, if you look, it's not perfect. It's just kind of scribbled there. Just so I could, just enough to get some water going. I didn't get a, oh, I have some here. Paper towels. So I think I'm gonna play some Planet Zoo this weekend. Um, as far as videos go, I was gonna play some more of this other game that I was playing, but I did say I kind of wanted to switch up the gameplay every week, like change the game I'm playing. So now I'm gonna put some Planet Zoo videos. I'm still
Now,
building, huh?
what color do you have? You said something. What orange do you have for the background?
Just orange.
Oh, just a regular orange.
Uh
Okay.
huh.
All right, I got orange. And then what is this? Oh, vermilion. Okay, all right. Go ahead. You said so. What game you gonna play?
Planet Zoo. You ever play like, or you know what, like Zoo Tycoon or Roller Coaster Tycoon, kind of like that?
But I'll learn it.
So Planet Zoo is kind of like Zoo Tycoon. You basically you build your own zoo. But this one, Planet Zoo, is kind of more cartoony, and this one's more realistic. And you actually have to pay attention to, the habitat and the welfare of the animals, as well as the customers and their happiness, and the zoo and what it looks like. Why do I have this here? Um, and the zoo and what it looks like, and the scenery, and the the welfare of the water and the power, and you got to pay attention to all that. But I like decorating, so I think this weekend I'm just going to build some elements because I want to do like a Christmas village. So I just want to build some elements because some people, they do like speed builds of like their zoo and it's immaculate, and I don't know how to get all that together because it takes me days and weeks and months and years to build a somewhat decent zoo, and even then it's not that decent. And to turn it all into a speed build and then talk about it within a certain time, like, it just thinking about it kind of raises my anxiety meter up very high. So I think I'm just gonna like film me doing like the smaller elements. So like I want to build, it's I was thinking of like an Asian Christmas village, so like Japan. And I know they don't celebrate Christmas really like we do, as much as we do, but I thought it would be cool to do anyway. So that's the plan this weekend. Uh, I had started doing. I want to do a Halloween one too, so I might do that first. Just do some elements because I can upload whatever I build. I can upload it to the kind of like the cloud, and other people can download it and use in their zoo if they want. So I don't know, just something that is not gonna stress me out while I'm trying to film it, because I'm like, I like to take my time on stuff like that, and it takes me forever to get the controls right and everything, and no one wants to see all of that. So, but building the elements is pretty fun. So I just go into sandbox mode and build some stuff. I don't know if I want to upload it or if I want to do it as a live stream though. That's the thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen you I'm not seeing you. I've seen people play the games and stuff. Like I know I've seen the game that you're talking about. I just don't know it by the name of it.
Mm,
Yeah.
it's a
Now, how
fun
do you
game.
pick games like that? Do you just go see which the popular games, or you just pick the ones that you like, and then you just gravitate towards watching the people that play those games?
Yep, that's pretty much how I do it. I just pick what I like. So like if I'm playing a game and I like that game, I like to go and see what other people are doing in that game. Uh or if it's a game that I like to watch but don't necessarily like to play, then I'll watch those too. Like there's one that's coming out. Everybody's excited about it. It's called Fae Farm. But I don't know if I'm going to like it. So I'm just going to watch for a while and see if that's something that I want to, cuz it's in the same category of type of games that I like to play. But um I don't know. There's something about it that I'm not gravitating towards for some reason. And it's unpopular opinion because everybody's excited about it. They're like, "Oh, we can't wait!" And I think it's just the fact that you can play with your friends and do things with your friends, which is cool. But I don't know if it's the art style or I don't know. Something about it is throwing me off. And until I can figure out what that is, uh, I'll probably pass on it. Plus, for $60, I'm not gonna buy a $60 game, and I'm not gravitating towards it. That just doesn't make any sense to me either. So the one I'm playing now that I've been streaming on my other channel, that one is actually free, and I've been having a blast with that one. So that's the one I've been playing. And then Planet Zoo, um, my boyfriend got me that one. It was on sale. Woo, how I don't know, maybe like 2000, I think 18 or 19 when the game came out. It had went on like a sale. It was like a pre-order sale, so it was only like $10 when he bought it. And he's like, "Yeah, I gifted you this game on Steam, like, because he knows I like games like that where we decorate and build zoos and hospitals and stuff like that." So he's like, "Yeah, I think you'll like it." And I had never heard of the game, and he's always on Steam, which is like a video game like hub where you go and buy like computer games. He's always on there. He catches all the sales and stuff like that. So he was like, "Yeah," he was like, "I know you're gonna like this one." He was right. you know, I was. I'm. It's very addicting and it's relaxing because it's not like you don't have to. You still got to take care of your animals and stuff, but you can put it on easy mode so the animals don't being distressed as much, or you can kind of play it chill, or you can just play it in sandbox mode, which is what I'm gonna do for this next, because I go in sandbox mode just to kind of I think I want these purple. I go in sandbox mode just to basically like uh if I want to work on building something, that way I can just upload it to the workshop, and then when I get into my real zoo, then I can just pull it from the workshop. I don't have to worry about building it
Can you
over.
push your thing up?
Push what up? My
If
book?
you uh Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Let me. Okay. Is that better? Yeah. So I don't have to worry about building too much because it'll already be in my like workshop, and all my zoos are connected. Like all of your zoos are connected, so you can pull animals from one zoo and bring them into another if you want. So it's just different stuff like that. And then I just bought some of the like expansion packs. They were like on super sale, and I was like, oh yes, give me those. So I bought a bunch of them. They were like three and $4, $3, $2, like that. So I think I bought like I see some little spaces in between here that should be orange. I think I bought maybe like three of them, and I want to go back and get some more before the sale is over, because normally I think they're like 10 or 12 bucks each, and I'm like, for $3 and like $4, like that's a steal. So before the sale is over, I want to grab some more. Probably this Friday. I think the sale is over. I think it's September 10th or something like that. So I've got some time to go snag a couple more before they go back to regular price. Um, I'll wait for you to finish your diamond. I like your other page. You're making me want to do the other side. I might base that in Albrecht Doers. We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
Or water based markers. I don't know. Maybe both. We'll see.
That was the first page I used. I did, and I used my graphitins, my. Oh
Those
yeah,
work.
I used my graphitins, and it did not get over on the next page. Those are like intense. They're the
Oh, or I
same.
could use my ink tints. I haven't used those in ages. Are they gonna go
Yeah.
through the page though?
Huh? No, I didn't. I used the graphitins.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's not for the stone. Everything that's stone, I use graphitin, and you can't see it on the other page at all.
Cause I
But
have my ink tints here. I don't ever really use those. I
yeah.
should. I mean, I'm kicking myself because I like them. I just don't use them a lot.
Now I have, let me see, 36, 46. I got about 50. I got almost 60 of them now.
And they need some more. Like, I don't know. I feel like we're lacking in something. I love the browns,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like we're lacking in something. I don't know if it's like reds
What
or
you got, the 60 set? Or you got
72.
the 72 set? Okay, yeah. They left a lot of gaps in between those colors, the sets and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I found a store. They had them for $2.59 a piece, which I think they're
That's not
regularly
bad.
$3.37. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was a sale. And then I walk out the store with them, so it's not like ordering them from Amazon and stuff.
Right.
And I like the fact that I just picked up 7 of them. Now, mind you, I had one of them already, so I could take that back and trade it, but it's a sienna gold, and it's a color that I know I'm going to use, so I'm going to keep it.
Oh yeah. When you know you're gonna use it, might as well keep it.
Mhm. I saw that little piece right there. I thought that was his hand.
What little piece? The one I'm coloring?
Yeah, that's his.
Holding the hat. It is his hand.
Oh, okay. So I need
I
to get
just
the
now
other.
noticed it. Yeah.
So are you coloring it in the background color or the color that you color his head in?
So there's a piece right here underneath his sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
That's background. But down here by his hat, he's holding his hat. So that's his hand.
See, now here we go. I beg to differ.
You think his background? What? His
No, I
hat's
think
not
both of those
colored.
pieces are his hand.
They are.
But even this piece right here, I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing.
So like, it's a little tiny piece right here.
Right. That's
That's his
that's
hand.
right. Okay, we're good. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah, no, I thought you had colored that piece as part of the background and then we're coloring the other piece as part of his hand. And I was like,
Oh
that
no.
whole yeah. Okay, so what color did we color him so I can pick the right color? Was that
You used ochre, I think.
okay? I used ochre. Okay, here we go. I got it. Yeah, okay, because the last time, remember we was doing that with that Serene book?
Uh huh.
That was
We
fun.
did it in another book before that too, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. See, even
Um.
though I don't know shit, I know how to be. Hey, ho, ho, what is that?
Right.
I figure you have to do that because sometimes those things are. Oh, I got a little yellow right there. Sometimes the angle and stuff like that make you think it's one thing and then it's not.
Uh huh. And then you spending hours, or you just leave the page alone because you're not sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't have the right size tip, but we're gonna do that. Leave that like that.
You could always use the back of the crayon.
Oh, I didn't even. Oh, well, mine. I used both of them. I messed up both of them. So both of them. The both of them are gypped. Because this is one of my favorite colors. So I flipped over and I know I should use one side to keep it the flat, and then the other side for whatever. Uh-huh. Okay, so I'm waiting for you.
Doing the coat green. Well, I'm using, what is this? Moss green.
Oh,
Is it
moss
moss green?
green.
Yeah, do you have moss green?
I think I hold on. Let me see what I got. I have.
Or like an olive green?
Yeah, let me see. I got yellow green, that's a no. And then I got green green, emerald green, that's
Green.
a no. I have
Okay.
olive green. Well, it's I say green green. You know, they have it like written in 3 or 4 different languages. I okay, I got emerald green, which that's a
Wait, you
no.
said you have olive?
Yeah, but then I got hold on. I got a yellow green, and then I have a cadmium green, a olive green, uh deep green, that's too dark, and a cobalt green. So I know the cobalt and the deep are out. I thought just say the other word.
So the olive probably would be
You see me? Where am I at? Oh, right there.
the
This one is
one, wait, bring it down a little bit.
oh,
The one on the yeah, that one.
this one.
The one on the end. Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. It's a delay.
Yeah, the wind just kicked up out here, so I wouldn't be surprised if something crazy starts happening. I'm not surprised. Anything by anything in this weather. Yeah, it's a slight delay. It's like a whole 5 6 second delay.
It's weird because it doesn't match the voice.
I don't know. I can probably turn my Wi-Fi off on my phone and it might catch up, but no promises. It might also cut us off.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with it. Just keep the delay. We good.
I'm like, that is a 50-50 chance on if that is actually, I try to use that like when the actual video is like slowing down or something, and then I'll turn it off because I don't know. When the weather starts acting crazy, so does the internet. So I try to avoid the craziness. Okay, so now let me see. This is part of his coat. I don't know. I'm starting to think I'm getting a little bit too old to be trying to figure out what's what in some of these complicated pages. Sometimes it's too much detail. Is that part of his leg? Probably. Okay. This is coat. I don't want to be forgetting anything. Okay, that all looks like flour. What is that? Is that part of his coat? I think it is. Yeah, because it's coming across. Yep, that's part of his coat. Okay. Alright, I think I got all the coat pieces. Here's my water brush. Here we go. Alright. This is so much faster because you already got your lightest color down now. And then you can just go in with your shadows. And I like for this book, I like to use my
Sure is.
Holbein.
It sure is faster as heck.
And then you can put as much or as little as you want. I just put a little bit because I go over with my Holbeins. In this book, at least that's what I, so far, what I've liked doing. Um, but this book takes water so well, it's like, why not? Though my water brush is starting to act like it wants to be dry and it's full of water. So I don't know what's happening. It better not be breaking on me. This thing was kind of expensive. For a water brush, anyway. I haven't found a water brush that I just really like. Like, this is my favorite, but sometimes it has its moments where it acts like it doesn't want to work properly. Yep, so before I play anybody's game, though, I'll probably end up taking a small nap because, like I said, the sleep that I got was terrible. Firstly, I didn't go to sleep until like, I don't know, almost 4 o'clock because we was going back and forth over something stupid. And then I was like, you're getting on my nerves, leave me alone. So when I did finally go to sleep, then I had to get up this morning so I can call the stupid store, restaurant, whatever. And so I'm a little tired. It's catching up to me a little bit, but and then I was kind of already tired from work. Work was very weird this week. Like, they hired a bunch of, like, just a bunch of new people, and they're a little difficult to deal with. But um, there's a lot of the new people that seems like they're really enjoying the job, which is great because you can tell that they kind of want to work. And then there's the others that's just kind of like, you can tell they're just there for the paycheck, so they literally give you like the bare minimum and sometimes not even that. So it's kind of hard to deal with them sometimes. So work was a little weird. But we did get a new office. It's much closer to the area where I work at. So I don't have to walk across the world to get there anymore. And I also got a compliment from one of the airlines that we work for. Me and another I think he's a supervisor. We got nice compliments from one of the airlines. My manager tried to prank
Nice.
me, and I went into work, and she's like, Jazz, come here right now. And I'm like, whatever it is, I didn't do it because I was just not in the mood. Right. I'm
Mhm.
like, I didn't do it. I don't care what it is, I didn't do it. So she's like, yes, you did. Come here right now. She was like, I got a complaint from you. And I'm like, oh no, they're lying.
Well, that was
Automatically. I
she
was like,
was
they're lying.
teasing you. Right. She was teasing you.
I'm like, they're lying. And she was like, oh no, I got an email. She was like, sit down. I'm going to pull the email up right now. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, whoever this is, they're lying they butt off. But okay. So she's like, oh, here's the email right here. She's like, um, so it says, whenever Jasmine and Brandon are at, and I'm like, I'm like, see right there, they lying already. I said, me and Brandon don't even work in the same area. So she's like, let me finish. So I'm like, fine. So she's like, whenever Jasmine and Brandon are working, at such and such area and such area, everything runs very smoothly and everything's great and we love. So now I'm kind of looking at her like, woman, you almost gave me a heart attack telling me I got a complaint. But really, it was a compliment from the airline. And she was saying that they love having us. And whenever we're around, they don't ever have any problems. And all that cool stuff. So it was really nice to hear that we were appreciated. And she said that I really want to do these flowers purple. I was leaning towards yellow, but now I'm leaning towards like a purple. But then I know I think I want his little coat thing to be red and his pants to be kind of a brown, so maybe yellow. I don't know. No, I'm going with purple. I'm not changing my mind. Um, yeah, it was nice to know, like, we were appreciated and they like having us around and things like that. So it was nice to hear. But this week was weird. It was a lot of weird stuff that happened. And I think like I'm just kind of drained from it all. Like there was some weirdo that was, um doing some things in public he shouldn't be doing in public and around children and things like that, and he was just being kind of a pervert, and that happened, and it was a very odd week. A lot of canceled flights, and then we had that storm that kind of rolled through and flooded everything. It was just crazy. So anyway, I'm going purple with the flowers, but yellow is also a nice option, but I think I'm gonna go with purple. Do you have purple? Well, I'm using periwinkle blue, which is
Oh,
I
I'm
should
getting
have been
ready to.
doing this from the beginning, but it's like this color.
I'm gonna put some more yellow down for the background because I got my hand kind of messed up into it. But are the purples? I have violet. I have purple, ultramarine blue.
And that's in the Neo twos.
Cobalt blue and Turkish blue. But in my other color, I've got light blue, cobalt blue, and ultramarine blue, and violet.
Hmm.
Oh,
I would say violet.
okay.
It's gonna be a little bit darker than mine,
I
cause
got
mine.
violet in both of them. Okay, it'll be darker, but that's okay. I'll use
Yeah.
the violet in the Neo twos.
Okay. Yeah,
All
it's just gonna be slightly darker.
right. Okay. This
But
is fu-
yeah.
this is a real color along.
But yeah, it was weird. So I'm just like kind of drained from that. I haven't even looked. I'm so off. I haven't even because I wanted to make something with these chicken thighs that I have in the freezer, and they're still in the freezer, so I haven't even pulled them out yet. And I'm like, well, that won't be happening tonight because I was supposed to take them out yesterday before I left, but I forgot. And then I was like, well, I'll just do it when I get home. And then all that crap happened when we got home, so it didn't happen. And I'm like, all right. So I'll take them out once before I take my nap when we get off of here. And then in the heaven. Oh, that's my dog picking a different spot to lay in. Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna make with them though. I don't know if I want to like just bake it or because they're boneless.
Do you use curry? Do you like curry food or no?
I love curry. He doesn't like curry too much.
Oh, well, you can take half of them and make them curry, and then the other half whatever.
Right?
Girl,
I
I'll
love
never
me. I
let
love me
somebody
some
else.
curry.
Yeah, I don't let what anybody else like because I hate that when I have guests and stuff, and they're like, "I don't eat this," and I don't eat that. Well, I'm gonna cook what I want to eat, and then I'll make it however you want it. But I'm gonna eat what I want to eat, girl.
Right, but see now then I would have to go and get some potatoes because I don't think I have any more.
Oh yeah, gotta have potatoes if you're gonna have curry. Got to.
Right. So I'm like, I don't
And
really
all you
want to
need is one. It's just,
because yeah, exactly. And but it's so hot outside, and I'm like,
you don't want to
I've
go.
been trying to avoid the heat all week because like my head's been kind of hurting off and on. But
You got
like
some rice?
rice, no.
Okay.
It's the end of the month, so it's
Yes,
kind of like
I know. I know. I
yeah.
don't have too much of anything else. I'm slim pickings too. I don't know what I'm gonna eat for dinner. I
Right. That's why I'm like I got that, but I'm like I have like some vegetables and stuff, so I'm thinking maybe just some chicken and vegetables. Um, but I don't. I was thinking curry, but I was like I don't have any. Um, potatoes, and I really don't feel like, and I don't want to order from Walmart because all they do is send me whatever they want me to have, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like arguing with more than one establishment at a time if I can help it.
Right.
So, I don't know. Maybe we'll go to the store in the morning, and when it's like kind of cool, if I'm not ready to beat him upside his head, we can go to the store in the morning and like get some
No,
potatoes or something. Because if I make the curry, he'll eat it.
y'all are not going to be beating nobody upside the head. So
No, he won't, but I might.
no, but no, I'm no. You're not. You're going to become.
In theory, in theory.
Right.
But
Right.
no, I love him to death. You know,
Tell y'all because you
he
sound so sweet. He's talking about, oh, he orders that for me, this and
yeah,
that.
he's not a bad person, but he
But
gets
then he
into
said, "Can
these
you
jerk
please?" And that shit pissed
mode,
you off.
and it teased me off because it's like, why do you have to have these moments where you're like being a jerk?
Yeah.
But
I
you
guess
know,
that's how
maybe it's a
relationships.
guy thing. I don't know, but mm-mm.
I'm not. Oh, I think I fixed mine a little bit better. Yeah, I had to put some more. I put the color down too light because I didn't want to be putting down too heavy because I know I'm heavy-handed.
Uh
But
huh.
then I went in and kind of filled it into a little bit more of the ochre. What is it? Ochre? What is it?
Ochre. I don't know.
Ochre.
I call it ochre.
I want to say ochre. Like the
I was calling it okra for a long time, and then I
Mhm.
was like, I don't think that's how you say that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Half of these colors we probably not saying right, to be honest.
Oh, I know I'm not. Girl, I don't even care. She don't even know how to pronounce the names of the colors.
Right.
And
Or how you using something and you don't know the name of it.
don't let me
But
cuss them
look,
out.
as long as you know what I'm talking about.
Right. So yeah, I'm gonna take a nap too because a nap is good. Naps are good. Always take your naps.
Yeah, I gotta recharge because the week it just took it out of me, and I gotta put it back. I don't like being drained of my energy because it's like, I already like when I'm at work, it's like trying to balance my anxiety without flipping out on people for like 4 days a week, 10 hours a day. And it's like when I get home, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's like, okay, whew. But it's exhausting. And then we were having a conversation last night because for whatever reason, he feels like I'm a people person. And I was like, I was like, where did you get that from? I am not a people person. Like, if you're not like in my circle, I'm not. And he's like, but you do YouTube. And I'm like, yes, I do YouTube, but that doesn't make me a people person. You're not going to catch me like in the club socializing or going to big social events. Those things, like, they weird me out. I can't, you know, I'm like, YouTube, I'm behind the camera. Nobody sees me. All they hear me do is ramble all day. I'm like, but if I were to go, like, even family gatherings, I don't like going to them. And I was always like that. I'm like, when I was younger, I was the one who where family and stuff would come over. I'd be in my room and that's where I would stay because I didn't want that social interaction. And I was like, I can go days, years, and months just by being by myself and be okay with it.
Yeah, I'm like that too. I don't, especially since most people have died now. I'm like, I don't even feel like I get connected with new people because I know that y'all are going to die too. But I'm the oldest, so now I'm going to be the one to die. So I'd rather just I don't. I'm standoffish now. Oh, I see lots of the coat here. When I colored the flowers, I see lots of the coat. Oh,
Wait, it's not a lot of the coat. It's just it's
okay,
just
but
like
there's
this.
is this right here the coat right there? Yeah, that's the coat. Okay, I
Yeah.
got that. And then what about here on the side?
Can you see?
Okay, yeah. Okay, I see it. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
because I was doing that too. I was trying to, but I was like, all right, the rest of these flowers, they are what they are. And it's going to look so, like right now, it looks a little crazy, but it's going to look so pretty when we go over it with pencil.
Oh, I can't wait.
Because, like, right now, it's kind of sketchy. And that's why I was saying, like, I don't mind, like, how it looks now because, like, with the birds, they look the same way. Like even if with the, let me see if I can find the dogs. I think they're on the other page. I'm not finished with that page. I need to go ahead and finish it and stop being lazy. With the dogs, you can tell like what's been done in pencil and what hasn't been done yet.
I thought that the birds were done. They look so beautiful. I
The
didn't.
birds are done,
Okay, yeah, I thought the birds were done. Okay, so
but
the
the
dogs
page
are.
next to it isn't. Like the dogs, I haven't shaded in yet.
Oh, I can see now.
You
Oh,
know,
but
you
I
can tell kind of what's been done and what hasn't been.
yeah,
Like
because those
the
birds are on
wagon.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
I can
once it's
see.
done, oh my goodness. So that's why I start doing that in this book because
Mhm.
I like the way it looks.
And the paper is nice.
Yeah. So I want to do that with this one and then the bigger one too. I have uh one of them. I don't quite remember which one
And
it
I don't
is.
expect to color like this with you every time. It's just I want to learn how you using them so that I can, apply it
No,
with
I
my
mean I
own.
don't mind. I mean we
Okay.
can have the whole book the same if you want, but that's up to you. I don't mind it. We just having fun. It ain't like, oh, I'm about to steal her trade secrets and go make millions off of it. Like, we're just hanging out. So his undercoat, I think I want it like this crimson Alizar, what the heck is that? Alizarin? I don't know, whatever this color is. I think I wanted that color. It's a weird color though. Or maybe English red. No, I think this one. They both look about the same, really. This one just has a little bit of a pink hue to it.
I'm gonna activate mine afterwards. So you keep going because you got to take a nap. So at least I got that color down. So what color you said? Okay.
Uh, where are you at? Did you do the flowers? Yeah, you did the flowers. Okay.
Yeah, not
So
activated later. Hmm.
this one here, this like crimson-ish color,
Okay.
or any or this color, any one of these two. So
Okay.
like just a dark medium red.
Okay. Let me find one.
Let me see. And then we can always I can always get back on later once I'm done with the
With your nap. Yeah, let me know.
yep.
Okay, I got scarlet. I got two scarlets in both sets, and then I have a red, a scarlet. I got a crimson in the. I'm gonna use crimson.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna use.
Cause again, when we go over with pencil, you can always pick the color that's closest. And then also you're gonna have to match these colors, but that won't be too hard. So I'm gonna do his little coat thing, and then I'm also gonna do these little sock things he's got on. I guess it's his socks. It ain't his feet because these look like socks because they go over his pants and they have wrinkles. So I mean, it could be his feet. No, I don't think so. I think they're like socks. They're gonna be socks today. I look. And then of course, I'm gonna add some metallic watercolors.
Yeah, I have some. I have some of the Artisa metallic watercolors.
Maybe his hat. I almost want to do his hat that color too.
What hat?
The hat
Oh,
he's holding.
but I see a little piece up here of the triangle. Did you get that? Did you get that piece right there?
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna do his hat this red also. She
No, but
said, "What hat?" I'm
yeah,
like,
but did
"What?"
you get this little triangle piece at the top of
On
his head?
top of his head.
Uh-huh.
I almost missed it. I
Oh,
I went back and got it when I was doing his I think his coat.
okay.
And I was like, "Is that a piece of his?" And I was like, "Yep, that's a piece of the background." And I don't have no kind of order of how I'm scribbling this down either because, like I said, when we go over it with pencil, none of that's gonna matter. This is just to get the color down. And this helps you get along with the page pretty quick because we moving kind of quick. The first like 45 minutes was me rambling about the stupidness from last night.
No,
And this
that was
lady
quite
in
painting?
lady and her unprofessionalism, you know. But I can't wait to use my markers though. I'm excited. I'm like I kind of figure I gotta figure out what book I might use them in Serene.
I'm excited too because I'm going to get them. Once you figure them out, then I'm gonna get them. I told you everything you got on your wish list. I'm gonna somehow get it on mine. I am.
Well I'll tell you that on Instagram. But
Yeah, so I'm going to try to not everything because you're into a little bit more kind of stuff. I'm like, but I do like the fact that you picked the skin tone or you had the skin tone on your wish list because I was looking at those, and then I've been looking at Ohuhu's to get a bigger set of it and everything. But I like to
right.
buy small and test it out before I get the big stuff.
Yeah, and then the ones that cuz they have like the I'll show you right now. Cuz I ain't got nothing else better to do. I mean, I need to take a nap, but that's not, you know,
But
it's
those
not like I
colors,
got somewhere to go or anything like that. So like they
yeah.
have, let me find it in English cuz it's like okay, where's it at? So they tell you here in the booklet um like the what series it is. So the Oahu is the chisel and fine tip.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how my Cali art markers are.
I
They
don't
have the
like
chisel and the
that thing.
fine tip.
I don't like that chisel thing. Do you?
Not really.
It's kind of
I use it for big spaces, but other than that, because it just gets in my way.
it's so
So you said it's what?
it's chunky.
Yeah, yeah. It's chunky, and sometimes it goes over the lines when I don't want it to. So that's for the Oahu series though. But they have all different sets. So they have the 36, the 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 160, 200, and 320 for that series. And then the Honolulu series, they have two different types of tip. They have the chisel and the brush, and then they have the one that you just got me, which is the brush and the fine tip. And then those come with 24, 36, 48, 72, 120. I think that's their main set. So I think that goes all the way up into whatever their biggest set is because it has like the little dot, 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 like bigger sets.
But then if you get the next set, are you doubling up on what you already got?
Now that I'm not sure because,
That I don't want to do, not especially with markers because I don't use them enough.
but I use a lot of brown. So if I do double up, I'm not worried about it.
It won't be
But they
bad.
are refillable now though. So,
Oh, that's right.
um, it looks like it might be different
I hope it is. See, that's how
because
it
they have
should
like
be.
the little wheel here, and
Mm-hmm.
I see they have the skin colors separate.
That's good.
Oh, I didn't even know they had a 36 because I think the one I got is a 24.
Yeah, you should have
That's
put
the
36 on your damn list.
I
I
didn't know. I didn't know
I
they had the
saw it, but then
36.
I said you had 24, so I figured maybe you knew what you was getting. Oh,
Mm-mm,
okay.
didn't know, not the nothing, no. But
Okay.
that's okay. I mean, uh, again, I use a lot of browns, so I'm not,
Yeah.
you know,
So it's not like a bad thing at all. Yeah.
right.
Browns are pretty. I do like the browns. I use too many yellows, but besides yellow, browns are my colors, but I'm afraid to use them to color for some
But I
reason.
mean, look at these though.
They're beautiful. And
Like,
it's a lot of you could color a lot of white people on there because you got a lot of pinks and beige.
yep, and then different kinds of like blush and stuff, which I don't know how to do, but
Mhm.
it's still nice to have.
That's a great skin tone set.
It is. And it's cool because you don't even have to just use it for skin tones. You can use it for whatever. Because I color a
Whatever.
lot of like woodland stuff and
Uh-huh. And I like woodland stuff like that and nature kind of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting it. So the next little something I'm getting in, I'm getting some of those. I sure am. But so okay, so all I have to do is activate that. Now, what color did you say you're gonna do for the hat? Oh, you didn't put the hat down. What color is the hat?
Same color as the coat. I mean the
Oh, okay.
scarf and the socks.
Okay, let me get that color out. What I say it was? Oh my god. I think I said violet.
Crimson? Crimson, I think. Did you
Oh
say
yeah,
violet?
crimson. That's right. No, crimson. You're right. Crimson.
Okay.
You're
So
right.
like with my Cali art markers, as you can see, it's not a lot of browns. I was struggling for skin tones. And you see all these bright colors.
Oh, they're
So
beautiful though.
yeah, but it's only the fine tip and the chisel tip.
Oh, but the fine tip is the where it's at.
Yeah, but so is the brush tip.
Yeah, the
That
brush tip
chisel tip
really
is
is
not where
where
it's
it is.
at.
Yeah.
And if you have like big spaces, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then this is my very tiny collection of my Copics. Which I have skin tones in here. Um, but a lot like some of them are duplicates for whatever reason. I don't know how that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's not as many as you think it is, but um
I have
I
six
don't like
of them.
using my Copics for like unless it's a really good coloring book, you know? Like I
Yeah.
don't mind using them in something like Serene. But like those Amazon single site, I don't like using my Copics in there.
It's like a waste. Yeah.
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 Even though they're refillable, that Copics are expensive.
Yeah, I have six of them, and I like them. But you know, six you're limited, so I'm gonna have to learn how to mix with if I use them. You know, but it's all
Yeah.
good 'cause when I started using watercolors, I got in on the when they were fighting between Ohuhu and everything. Then Copic kind of shut their line down and switched it up, and you know, you could buy them open stock in Michael. I think it's different now. There's only a certain one of those that you can get. They just had a big old stanky ass war. The
Mm-hmm.
markers. Did you
And now
notice?
I think you can buy Blix, Copics and Blix, but like
Yeah.
it's only certain colors, and then
Yeah.
you gotta go through the whole. Can you come unlock this and
And I hate that. And I'm like, why'd y'all had to pick this right when I was getting ready to decide on what to get and stuff? And even the
right?
tumbos. And even the ones that I like, which are store brand Michael's Loft watercolor brushes. I love those things because you could just get them. They were like $1. Sometimes they would be $1 a piece and stuff. And now they don't sell them single. You have to buy the set, and it's like $20 for whatever. And it's like they must have realized the alcohol marker people and the watercolor brush people. They were like, these fools gonna buy anything. Let's switch it up. They
Yeah.
switched it up. They had a, and then I think what really changed is the fact that you can refill that stuff. That's what really tighten up stuff. Because now you can buy the refills.
Yeah, and that's what I like.
Yeah, and you don't even have you can you can refill cheap markers too. They all come out. They all are refillable.
Yeah, and I've seen people like take apart like the ones that's not refillable and still
Yeah,
refill it. So
and refill it right. So that tells you. See, they mad because everybody figured it out. They they mad because the consumers got smart. And Crayola crayon is the smartest of them all. Now Crayola has these. Now I've been peddling these things for a long time, and I know if y'all been watching me, I have because these are supposed to be my fake Neo ones. Guess who makes these now?
Ooh,
Crayola. Now, if
what?
you get these, it's got Crayola there and it's packaged. It has a little Crayola kind of design, but it's the same thing. Porfirio bought Crayola crayon. The same thing. Now they do have some more colors and stuff, but these are fake in my mind dupes of Neo ones. I don't have a Neo. No, I have one Neo one. The same thing. So, but people haven't been talking about it. I'm like, why has nobody said anything about Crayola taking over? They try to get into the Neo market.
Right.
It's funny.
So for the boots or the little shoes in his pants, I'm just gonna do. I was thinking gray, but
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna do dark brown.
Okay, dark brown. Hold on.
Or should I do gray? No, I like the dark brown. Yeah, I like the dark brown. I
Yeah,
have to
because you
scribble
just
it
said
out.
you like browns. Okay, the dark brown. Okay, I have brown. And then I have in the other one, I have a dark brown, but I think hold on. Can y'all see this?
Well, you can do brown, and then when you go over it with pencil, just pick some darker ones. Or you
Mm-hmm.
can do the dark brown, and then you don't have to do too much shading when you.
I think I'm gonna be all snooty and snotty and use the brown from the Karen Dash because y'all know I'm highfalutin like that. What we color? What we calling the pants with this?
The pants and his shoes.
Okay, all right.
Now the ribbon of the flower, I'm gonna do in some kind of metallic, and the border as well. I'm not sure about these little leaf things. We might have to do that when I come back from my nap because I don't know what color. I mean, I know I want them green, but I don't know if I want them like a brighter green or if I want to add a little bit of pink to it. You know, I can hear somebody's whole phone ringing outside. I don't know if I should be able to hear your phone
What?
ringing from.
The
Yeah.
cell phone ringing?
Uh huh. I'm like, I don't know if I should be able to hear your cell phone ringing from inside my house and you're outside. It's kind of weird. I mean, it's like loud, clear as day. I thought it was like, my tablet or something because my tablet's connected to my phone. So if someone calls, it'll go to my tablet. So I had to like look over, like, is that mine? Nope. Outside. It's funny. Yeah, this book, I like how the Neos work in here. I like how the Albert. Now, I haven't tested the Neo colors. I mean, the ink tints. So, um, I don't know. But if you use the Graphitin, I mean, that's kind of the same thing. So, it should be fine. I hope. How come this thing, my
Yeah.
thing, where's my other water brush? Because this one is giving me some troubles. Okay, there we go. It was acting like the water didn't want to come out of it or something. There we go. Problem solved. Because I'm like, when I go over this with pencil, I don't want the color to come up because it's not, activated right. That'll be my luck. Could you imagine trying to color this? My goodness. Okay. Yeah, I like the brown. I'm glad I went with the brown instead of the gray.
And then when I come back, when you come back from your nap, whenever you come back from your nap, I'm gonna have my new camera set up. I was gonna take a nap too, but now you know how you sleep past the nap time, so now I don't think I could take a nap if I wanted to.
Right. But I'll probably fall asleep and crash because I'm running on zero. So,
Yeah, you go ahead and do your crash, and then I'm gonna set my camera up, and then I'm gonna water activate these as my test, and then I'll be ready whenever you come back on later tonight. And give me something to
yeah.
eat. Is any other colors I need to be worried about? What we doing? We just gonna leave it like
Um,
that? We good?
so let me see. We did, so the border is going to be metallic.
Yeah.
The ribbon is going to be metallic.
Okay.
Um, I'm thinking of doing a light pink and green mix for these leaves. But I
Okay.
don't know. I might do just green, like a green, or
Mhm.
maybe like a yellow going into a green,
Mhm.
or I might just do green and then add some metallic on these little swoop parts. I don't know. I'm
Good
not sure on
option.
the leaves yet.
With
But
the
as far as
options.
the neos go, I think we're done.
Okay. So I gotta
Um,
finish this little dot right here. This dot I got up here. Let me put that on here right now.
but when we come back, we'll need our metallics, and then we'll probably need maybe the Albert doors because these stems, they're kind of thin. And I don't trust myself putting my Neos on that. So maybe my Albert Doers.
Okay, so I'll pull out my metallics and then I'll have this activated and then I pull out my metallics and what?
Your color pencils, so we can shade in some of this stuff, I guess.
Okay. And which color pencils are you going to use? I'm trying to figure out because I got the new set, then I got the polys, but I'm limited in the polys. But the new
Holbeins.
color, what'd you call them?
I'm gonna use Holbeins.
Okay, I might use my new set because then I got 300 damn colors. I dare you to find a color I don't have.
Right? Did you swatch them all?
No, me and Linda was swatching them. I think I swatched 60 some of them, I
Yeah, I
guess.
see y'all swatching them. I was like, I wonder if you ever finished.
No, we're gonna swatch them another time. We're gonna be 2 or 3 videos before we swatch all them damn 300. But I
All right, I
did put
got
them
my
all in a
Holbeins
case.
right here.
Okay, you got your whole binds.
What else did I say?
The
Oh,
metallics.
my metallics are right here. Now for the metallics, I want this border. I was thinking of brown,
Mm-hmm.
so I can put some green metallic on the leaves.
Okay, I got
I don't
whatever
know.
colors metallic you need. I mean, not you need, but I got metallic colors. And if they don't match, it's fine. I got enough. I got
Right.
that set of metallics, so I'm good.
And then now that you did the other side, I want to do this side.
Yeah, I love this. Actually, like I said, this was the first page that I did, and I loved it. I had a good time. Now, if I could do it again, I would,
Uh-huh.
but I had a good time doing it. It was just fun because
It looks fun. So I'm gonna I'll probably base it in my Albert Doers, which
oh,
I'm looking for. I mean, I know
and
where
then
they
look at that
are.
little
I'm just
duck. Look at that
what?
little duck. And I had a good time, like the little ducks and stuff. Now these
Yeah,
right
they're
here
cute. Look at this one peeking off the side right here.
adorable. Like this was a fun page. This was like I said was the first page I did in the book, and it was a fun page. And I never really like complete anything right away like that, so I was real happy with that. And the fact that I picked it up, I bought it, I picked it up, finished it all the way through, and I didn't create a whip with it or nothing because y'all know how notorious I am for damn whips.
Right. Yeah, you and me both. I will
Hmm.
leave a page alone faster than I don't know. I still haven't finished the pirate page we was working on.
Me either. I worked on it a little bit. I changed the colors of them because I had all them crazy colors. So I got some more supplies in. So I calmed them down a little bit. Well, that's one
Hmm.
good thing. You can always, if you stay consistent, you can always switch up the colors that you put down some type of way. Nothing is final until you say it's final. So, all right. Well, thank you for inviting me. Let me go so you could talk to your peoples, and I'll talk to you later. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Okay. We're gonna head out. We did get about this far on this page, and this is in Symphony of Cute Animals. And then we got a little bit more done on the cactus page I was working on. And this is in Island Escape. And another page that I'm working on still, but I haven't really done anything on it since the last time, is this one. I want to finish this one this week too. Uh, but I think I'm just gonna like try to keep it to like a certain amount of pages at once, so I don't overwhelm myself. But we'll be back on later to work on this later tonight. If you guys want to stop by, it'll be after my nap and after I'm done making the video for my other channel, and then I'll hop on. But for now, I'm gonna go take a little nap, a much needed nap, and I will catch you guys later tonight.